People, what's up? What's up? What's up? Come on in the room. Did y'all miss me? Your girl been gone for about a week or so I know y'all miss me. Come on in here and show me some love. And if not, I miss y'all. How about that? Eating my Cheetos. So if y'all didn't miss me, I missed y'all. Come on in the room so we can have us some good conversation tonight. Because I know y'all ready, right? Because y'all know when we enter this zone, it's no nonsense. It's no holds barred. It's raw and uncut. It's some grown folk talk. We're going to hold some folks responsible. We're going to step on some toes. We're going to address some issues. We're going to heal. We're going to deal. We're going to grow and we're going to glow. Okay? Hello? So come on in. Share it. Like it. Your first time checking in. Hey, I'm fine. How are you? Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on into my house. Welcome. And as I get a few more people, I'm going to give y'all this disclaimer. You know what? Let me just go and put it out here. I'm going to put the disclaimer out here. In my house, which is this live, in my house, we will not tolerate disrespect. We're not going to be rude. We're not going to be offensive. We're not going to be condescending. We're not going to be disrespectful. We're not going to be negative. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to be grown people that's going to dialogue and have some good conversation. We're going to appreciate similarities and we're going to respect differences, right? I don't got to think like you. You don't got to think like me. We don't have to agree, but we will remain respectful. That's the only rule I have for my house. We're not allowing nobody to come in here and steal. You're not stealing our joy. You're not stealing our peace. You're not stealing our happiness. And you're not going to steal our vibe, okay? Long as we got that established, we're going to come in here and have some good conversation. Because I got a good topic for y'all tonight. And I know that, and we're not going to deal with foolishness either. So when I see it and y'all see me pause or lean forward, don't pay me no mind. I'm just getting people out of here. I'm blocking. We're not entertaining trolls. We're not giving them no attention. Anybody that comes in here and just totally left field from what we talking about, or they come in here just asking us old random dumb questions, we're not even entertaining it because, see, they want attention. And guess what? We're not going to give them none. We on another level. Like, we not even feeding into the pettiness, the BS, the drama. It's Sunday. We feeling good. We not letting nobody kill our vibes. I got the music going. I'm sipping on my high C. You know what I'm saying? Feeling all good. We looking good. We vibing. We not doing that. So guess what? We got some people in here. So guess what my topic is tonight for my grown folk? Now, y'all going to have to think about this one. Guess what my topic is? Thanks for the follows. Oh, by the way, anybody that follows me on my lives, I will be sure once my live is over, I go and I follow you and I show you the same love because guess what? Fair is fair. And I'm about being fair. Now, here go my topic for the night. I'm pretty sure I got a lot of parents on here. Or if you're not biological parents, your step parents, foster parents, adoptive parents, your siblings or aunts, uncles who played a major role in raising a child. So I'm speaking to everybody, you know, that whether you wear that title or you play that role. Here is the question. Do you feel like you owe your child or children an apology? As I sip my high C. I'm going to repeat that. Do you feel like, okay, or have you ever felt like you owe your child or children an apology? And I'm going to break that down to you and I'm going to explain to you what I mean. Let me get some feedback. Give me y'all thoughts. Do you feel like there was a time? Thank you. Who said it? January. Yes. No parent is perfect. There you go. And this is what brought that about. So I was on a live with my sisters Bonafide last night. I was watching their live and they was talking about parenting. Yes, they are human. They need to know that come on. See, I got some grown folk in. Do y'all know I was preparing myself because I thought I was going to get some, no, because they kids and do. I thought I was going to get that. See, I got some grown folks in here with me. See, this conversation going to be good. See, come on. Okay, we all, okay. Guess what? Hello, everyone. Welcome to those just joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So tonight's topic, do you feel like you owe your child an apology? Let me tell y'all something. And guess what? And I'm going to be honest because I believe in being honest. When I speak, I'm speaking from personal experiences. I'm speaking from life. I'm speaking from things I've gone through, things I've witnessed, right? So when I talk, I'm not just up here talking. Like, y'all will be able to tell, because you can tell when people you can tell when people just telling you bullshit, right? You can tell when people feeding you garbage. And you also can tell when people are authentic. You can feel the vibe. You can relate. It touches your soul, right? Apologies for what? Okay. I knew somebody, hey, Dynamite. I knew somebody was going to hit me with that. Apology for what? Let me tell you why. Dinky Houston, let me tell you why. This is why. Because guess what? A lot of times we had children when we weren't prepared. Sometimes we had children when we didn't know the first thing about being a parent, right? Sometimes we brought children into the world when we were not stable, mentally, emotionally, or financially, right? Sometimes we brought children into this world into a family dynamic that was fucked up. Sometimes we brought children into the world into families and surroundings that was full of toxicity. It was dysfunctional. It was abuse, whether it was mentally, physically, emotionally, sexually. It was addiction. It was gambling. It was brokenness, right? It was broken family ties. The foundation was all shook up, right? So you don't owe your child an apology for that. You don't owe them an apology for bringing them into a world that you yourself wasn't even prepared to deal with. See, I like to get some conversation going that's going to make some people think. That's going to make some people see stuff from a different perspective. Because most people that I ask this question to, I ain't going to say most. I'm going to be fair. Half the people that I pose this question to, they say, well, now kids are kids. They got that do as I say, not as I do mentality. They got that, well, I'm the parent, you the child, stay in the child's place mentality. Well, guess what? I call bullshit. Because here's the thing. We expect our children to be perfect, but we fall short every day. We expect them to handle themselves the right way, but how many times have they seen us do stuff the wrong way? Broken 316. You missed the question. So, no harm. The question was, do you feel like you owe your child or children an apology? Or have you ever felt like you owed them an apology? And I broke that down by saying, just the world that we brought them into. The families they were born into, the households, the neighborhoods, the communities, the things they've seen, the things they've heard, the things they've had to witness, right? We don't owe them no apology. I had to tell my kids, I apologized to my kids several times. You know why? Because in the beginning, we think we know it all. As parents, we think we got it all figured out. But guess what? All we do is live what we learn, right? And what I mean by that is, we live what we learn. My mother raised her 3 kids and her 4 brothers, and we all turned out fine. Okay, yeah. But guess what? Turning out fine, my kids turned out fine too. That don't mean I never owed them an apology. My children turned out damn fine, right? That don't mean I never owed them an apology. That don't mean I did everything right. Because here's the thing. It's impossible for me to do everything right because I didn't know what it was to be a mother. I barely knew what it was to be me. Like, let's be real. Some of us struggle from day to day just with recognizing and identifying who we are as a person. Take away the titles. Let's take away the titles. We struggle sometimes just trying to be strong in who we are as a woman or as a man. Take away the mother, the father, the husband, the wife, right? So if we struggle just being secure in who we are as a person, what do you think we passing on to our children? And that's one thing. You know why? I'm going to tell you my apology to my kids and what it was. This was my apology. I apologize for them having to ever see me struggle. I apologize for them seeing me in relationships that was not healthy. I apologize for them having to see some of the brokenness within the family, whether that was beyond my control. I apologize for that. I apologize for us ever having to lay in somebody else's house. I apologize for them ever being somewhere where they felt like they wasn't welcome. I apologize for all that. You know why? Because whether it was my fault or not, they my responsibility. They my responsibility, right? Because guess what? When kids are growing up, we so caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life, right? We going to work. Hey, we taking them to school. We going to work. We picking them up from school. We doing yada, yada, yada. Sometimes we so caught up in what we got going on, We don't even tend to the basic stuff. How was your day? You need help with your homework? Is your homework done? How is school going? You got any new teachers? How is this going? Do you need help? You struggling in anything? We don't even do that no more. Cause we so caught up in ourselves. And then guess what? The moment that they come to us and they tell us, man, I'm having a bad day or I'm stressed out. You know what we say? Know what we say when they come to us and they tell us they stressed out or they having a bad day? You know what we tell them as parents? You ain't got no bills. What you stressed out about? You ain't got no bills to pay. I'm the one got all the bills. You living the good life. This is what we tell them. This is what we tell them. We think because we pay the bills, because we pay the cost to be the boss, we feel like because we hold the responsibility that their feelings are invalid or that their feelings don't matter or that their feelings should be put on the back burner. This is how we treat them. This is what we say. This is what we say. Hello, hey, Cherish. Yeah, this is what we say. As parents, we feel like we got all the answers, right? But do y'all know why we do that? Because y'all know we was once that child. We was once that child whose opinion didn't matter. We was once that child whose voice wasn't heard. So what do? We live and learn, right? We live and learn. So which means the same thing we learned, we emulate. We just continue that cycle. But when does it end? Because guess what? I love my parents. I feel like I got the best parents. If I had a hand pick them myself, I feel like I got the best parents I could have ever had. But guess what? That don't mean they was always right. No, they were not. That don't mean we always agreed. No, I did not. What's on my sweatshirt? Oh, it says all-purpose hoodie. This is one of my designs. It says all-purpose hoodie. Yeah. Yeah. So I love mine dearly, but guess what? They weren't perfect. But as kids, let's be real. When you growing up, hey everybody, I'm too loud. Thank you, baby. You can excuse yourself. Guess what? Because you don't have to tune in. See what I'm saying? So we're going to get people up out of here. We're going to get people up out of here like that. And I'm loud because I'm talking over music, idiot. But you are excused. Okay, y'all. Back to the program. The topic that you came in on. Yes. I'm just saying, like, we live what we learn, right? Back to what I was saying. We live what we learn, right? So what do? We teach our kids and we put them through some of the same stuff we went through, whether we liked it or not, whether we agreed with it or not, whether we felt like it was befitting or not. That's what we do. So at what point do we say, you know what? I don't like when this was done to me, so I'm not going to do this to my kids. Oh, yeah, sis, dynamite boom. Look, you already know how we get down in here. She gone. Thank you. 1 to 10. There you go. And what I say, we not giving it. So after I said what I said and meant it, I just blocked her. It's very easy. I'm best friends with the block button. Like, boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? Like, boop. It's very easy. But because guess what? I acknowledge and I understand I'm not for everybody. I'm not trying to be, though. That's the point. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And I'm not trying to be. The people that can relate will relate. The people that need the message will get it. They will receive it. And it'll be what it'll be. That's it. She taught us how to pay bills. It was hard. But and that's the thing. Like, here's the thing. A lot of us, we grew up having chores and stuff, right? We knew what it was to play outside, right? We knew what it was to be in the house when the street lights come on, right? We knew what all of that meant as kids. Kids nowadays, not only are the parents involved, a lot of the grandparents, remember how we used to go to school and when the weekend came, we had our bag ready because we knew we were spending the weekend at grandma's house. All the cousins was coming over. We was going to get together. We was going to vibe. We was going to have a good time. We was going to play outside. We was going to jump rope, play ball. We was going to flip on the mattresses. We was doing all of that, right? We didn't have cell phones and all of these electronics. Like, we had a video game, right? But guess what? When we came to grandma's house, one of us had already decided which cousin was going to bring the video game, right? You bring the cartridges. I'm going to bring the game. We was bringing the snacks. Okay, our mama or one of the aunties or uncles was going to order pizza. and the kids, we vibe together. Now it's no more social interaction. It's no more direct contact. Everything, social media, cell phone, iPad, internet, game system. Ain't nobody playing outside. They in the house, in front of the TV, in front of the tablet, on the phone. What? They don't even know what come on. Get to some life, some real life, some happy, some good times. Hey, everybody just joining. Welcome. Thank you for taking time out to spend this evening with me. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know about the fun. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how we used to play ding dong ditch, ring people doorbell around Halloween and run. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even know. They don't even know what that's like. They don't even know what it is to hear the blues or certain music playing. My kids always say, when it was Saturday or Sunday and they heard certain music playing, they knew it was cleanup time. They already knew I was finna clean that house from top to bottom. I had my Mary J. Blige playing. You know what I'm saying? That was fun, right? Like, guess what? Life was so carefree. But now you flip how we grew up, and I'm not saying our neighborhoods and society was perfect. We had guns and we had gangs and we had drugs. We had all of that, right? But now it's so much worse. Like, we could go to school. The worst we worried about at school was a fight breaking out. And guess what? If somebody was fighting at school, by the time school was over with, they had been shook hands. They was back playing on the playground together. We didn't have to worry about these kids nowadays. It's guns in school. They having sex in schools. They taking weapons to the school, shooting the schools up. Like, they fighting teachers. They jumping up. Now you got police in schools. We didn't have that. We might have had a disciplinarian that, an officer that will come to the classroom and remove you and take you to the office and wait for your parents to come. We didn't have to have police in our school, active, licensed police officers with a gun and a badge inside the schools. We didn't have that. So when go back to my topic, when the kids say that they going through something or they having a bad day or they stressed out, why we don't believe them? Because to be honest, they deal with a whole lot more. Yes, we did. Purpose. We did have prayer in school. We did. They deal with a lot more than we had to deal with. They see a lot more than we had to see. They do. Like, we didn't, and guess what else? Guess what though? We had more respect. We didn't sit in grown folk conversation. We didn't sit and listen to, first of all, let's be real. If I walked in the room and I was having a conversation with my mama and another adult walked in and sparked up a conversation with my mother or my father, whoever, you didn't have to say, Katrina, excuse yourself, grown folks talking. No, Katrina ain't stupid. I already knew it was time to get up and exit stage left. Right? They didn't even have to say nothing. Our parents would give us a look. Y'all know that look. They ain't had to say nothing. It wasn't fear that they had in us. It was respect. Right? Like, we respected our parents, right or wrong. We respected them. We respected them. We didn't have to agree. We didn't ask no question. Now, we might have talked shit when we got in our room behind closed door. We might have mumbled. You know what I'm saying? We might have mumbled, but like, we ain't do that. You didn't tell us to do something and we say why. Fuck you mean why? You would probably be swallowing your teeth and tasting blood if you asked why. You feel me? You wasn't doing that. And then you wasn't even just getting up doing what you wanted to do. Let me tell you something. It was different. I'm just going to sum it up by saying stuff was different. And guess what? In my house, people think it's crazy. Because my mama made the comment once. I think one of my kids was spending the summer with my mom. And she was like, girl, they asked it might have been my daughter or one of my sons, asked could they get something out the kitchen. I told them, yeah, you ain't got to ask me. I said, oh, yes, they do. You know why? Because they didn't buy it. See, it's not like keeping you from something. You got as much food and drinking as whatever in this house. However, if they wanted something that was not open, they said, Mom, is it okay if I open such and such? Sure. And you know why? Not because they can't eat or they can't drink. It's just a matter of, guess what? I didn't buy this. I don't know whose this is. You feel me? That's how my children were raised. And guess what? And when they come home to visit for holidays and stuff, like I just picked my daughter up yesterday from Clark, Atlanta. She's here now. My kids do the same thing. When they're home visiting or when we together for the holiday, like they do the same thing. First of all, my son is 28 years old. Well, he's 29 now. When he's here, well, no, he's 28. When he's here for the holiday, and this is my oldest, before he even invite company over, he say, Mama, is it okay if so-and-so? I be like, boy, you grown. He be like, this still your house. You feel me? So which lets me know I put something in them that's still there. I put something in them that remains. You feel me? It's just a level of respect. And it ain't no different. If I go to my mama's house, I'm not just going to go, hey, Mama, is it okay if I get something? Whose is this? Like, it's just like what we doing? What we teaching them? Or guess what? Are we too afraid to teach? Are we too afraid to discipline because it's the whole call the police? You remember it was that whole phase years ago where you better not hit your kids or somebody gonna call the police. Baby. Can't nobody tell me how to discipline my children. Do you show your kids that? I give my kids the utmost respect. My kids can come to me and talk to me about anything. Religion, politics, sex, dating, whatever. And we're going to have an open discussion. I give them my thoughts, my views. I listen to theirs. You know what I'm saying? We exchange, different information. We talk about, a lot of people don't even understand the dynamic of my household. A lot of people don't even understand the dynamic of me and my kids. We can laugh, we can joke, we can have roast sessions where we gonna crack jokes on each other. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do because we're real. I want my kids to be able to live life and enjoy it. You ain't got to be uptight. Be yourself. Whatever yourself is. Be yourself. Who did I vote for? Who I voted for is not your business. That has nothing to do with the conversation. They're in her diaper bag. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, that you know what I'm saying? Yes, and guess what? I'm not against discipline. If you need to get that butt popped, you gonna get that butt popped. Simple. Cause guess what? Sometimes you need that. If it take me popping you on your behind to reiterate the message I'm trying to teach you to keep you from ending up in somebody's prison or somebody's cemetery, I don't owe nobody no explanation. You gonna tell me how to raise somebody I take care of? You feel me? I'm just saying. Yeah, you know what? They keep trying. They keep trying to take parents' rights away. And here's the thing. Why do we let them though? Why do we let them? Why do we let them dictate to us what we can and cannot do for our children? Because let me tell you something. Or my phrase is, let me learn you something. Y'all do know the same thing they telling us not to do, right? They don't want us to discipline our children, right? But then why is it's okay for the police officers to grab you and snatch you up and slam you all on the floor and toss you around like you trash? But I'm your mother. Your mother or your father can't discipline you, but somebody else can throw you around and don't do shit for you. Make that make sense. I'm going to discipline mine. And I'm going to keep mine in order as much as I can, as long as I can, so the next person ain't got to. Because here's the thing. I agree. Come on with it. Because see, this grown folk, I love y'all. Look, I'm sending kisses and hugs because we real. We grown up in here. This is what I'm talking about. We grown. We going to vibe. We going to have some good conversation. This is what I'm talking about. You want somebody else to be in control of a child I brought into this world. You know why? So you can turn around and say, where are the parents? Isn't that funny? You try to tell the parents what they can and cannot do. And the moment Tyrone, Lil Johnny, or Samantha, or whoever get in trouble, the first thing y'all gonna say is, where are the parents? Well, the parents was there before y'all decided to take away their rights. Now, when they get in trouble, you want to say, where were the parents? I feel like this. Stay the fuck out of people's household. what I do in my house, if it's not affecting you, if how I'm raising my kids is not directly affecting you and yours, mind your business. Because we all know if a child get in trouble at school, come on, y'all. If the police have to be called, if they get in trouble at school, if they skip in school, whatever, it's going to always fall back on the parents, right or wrong. We don't see nothing till we have kids. Baby, let me tell you something. The same stuff our parents tried to tell us when we thought we knew it all. Oh, mama, them was y'all days. Y'all grew up in a different time. This stuff is different now. We don't got to worry about this. It's much different. The same things they tried to teach us, guess what? Ain't we teaching our kids? We might have tweaked it a little bit. We might have tweaked it for it to fit today's times. But don't we try to tell them the same thing? Don't we tell them about, well, everybody ain't your friend. Don't we tell them, watch who you associate with. Watch who you around. If some don't look right over here, don't go. I tell mine, let me tell you something. I'm so deep. I tell my kids like this. If you gonna drink, take your own drink. My daughter is in college. If you gonna smoke, take your own smoke. Don't be drinking nothing nobody gave you. Don't be smoking nothing nobody gave you. If you got a drink at the bar and you walk away, that drink is null and void. It does no longer exist. Don't you pick up nothing that you done set down, because ain't no telling what somebody put in it. Am I saying I want my kids to be out here drinking and smoking? No, but I'm saying my daughter is a sophomore in college, and I got to get her prepared for anything that can come her way in this world, because mama not going to always be there. I'm 5 hours away. If something happened at school, I'm 5 hours away. Her oldest brother 5 hours away. Her grandmama 5 hours away. Driving. A flight, hour and a half. You feel me? But we got to prepare our kids. We try to shield them. We want to spoon feed them. We want to tiptoe around them. No, baby, you got to get your kids prepared. You got to teach them that, guess what? This world is not always a happy place. This world is cold. It's cruel. It's chaotic. It will chew you up and spit you the fuck out if you're not prepared for it. I tell my kids all the time, just because I love you and the people within these four walls love you, don't mean everybody out there in the streets gonna love you. Don't mean they gonna respect you. Don't mean they gonna want what's best for you. Don't mean they gonna look out for you. Don't mean they gonna support you. You feel me? I said, just like folks can pray for you, it's folks that pray on you. Hello, somebody. We have to teach our children that, guess what? Everybody in your corner, everybody in your circle ain't in your corner. Hello? First of all, some of us adults and we still learning that lesson. Some of us grown as hell with kids and we still learning that everybody we call friend ain't a friend. We still learning that all skin folk ain't kin folk. We still learning that. We still learning that just because you share the same blood don't mean shit to some people. All it is the same blood. You can grow up with somebody and be around somebody your whole life and that'll be the first person to do you in. Come on. Y'all better keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Guess what? But guess what? You say you learned it so late, but guess what, baby? You learned it. That's the point. I don't care if you got it yesterday, last year, years before that. I don't care if you learned it today. The point is, you learned it. You learned it. And guess what? When you learn it, you know how to move accordingly. You feel me? My daughter told me, I made a comment because my youngest daughter is 4 and she always say, oh, mommy, I want to be just like you. And she does. If she see me put on something, she gonna look for it in her closet. If I pin my hair up, she want her hair pinned up. If her nails get done, she say, come on, mommy, polish your nails. Like when she say she want to be like me, she means that. But my older daughter is 20. And she say, mama, like she always tell me I'm a good person. But you know what my daughter don't like about me? Actually, none of my kids. I've gotten better because I know they used to hate that about me. And they voiced it several times. And my older nephew, they used to say, why you let people, no, they say people talk about you or people lie on you. People try to use you and you still be there for them. My kids can't stand it. Oh, when I tell you they can't stand that, my daughter say I'm too loyal. I'm loyal. No, how did she put it? I'm loyal to a fault. You feel me? That's what they see when they see me. Like You loyal to a fault. You loyal to people who don't even deserve it. And these are my kids telling me this, right? A 20, a 24, and a 28-year-old. And my nephew who is 29. This is them telling me that. And this is why I always tell people, I don't care how you view yourself. Ask the people that's closest to you how they view you. Ask them what they see when they see you. I ask my husband, I ask my children, I ask my nephew, and I ask my siblings and my best friend. Because those are the people whose opinion matter. We got to start acting, because guess what? Just how I see myself a certain way, it don't mean the people who I care about see me the same way. Because I don't care who don't like me. See, that's the difference. You don't have to like me. If it's on my heart, and it's not dislike. I mean, we never know who dislike us. Let's be real. You got people in your family who don't like you. You got people on your job who don't like you. You got people who sit at your table and break bread with you, who have been in your house around your kids and around your family, have spent holidays, family reunions, and vacations with you, who can't stand you. But you will never know it. People pretend very well. And what I mean by don't like you, you can tell when somebody's vibe is off. But do I got to stoop to somebody's level? That's just like me arguing with somebody that come on here and say they don't like me. I don't care. Your name not on my birth certificate and my name not on yours. So you can't offend me when I don't care how you feel. Your opinion doesn't matter. That's how I live my life. I've never been a person that cared about being liked. Matter of fact, I've never been very popular because I speak what I feel I need to speak. That's not always popular. That's not always good. But I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do me. If something touches my heart, that's just what it is. So I don't live off likes. I ain't making no money off likes. You feel me? I don't care who don't like me. However, it's one thing for me to think you don't like me. We can think anything, right? But when you show me, see, it's a difference. See, we can think anything. When you show me my name is Katrina. It's just spelled with a K and not a C. When you show me, I move accordingly. See, they talking about years ago, like when I was like 30. I ain't 30. I ain't been 30 in a long time. So this is what they talking about. See, they talking about like those years when I was like 30. You know what I'm saying? That's what they talking about. Because I had that bad. Always looking out for people. Always going above and beyond. This, that, and other. I'm not 30 no more. You look good. That's right. I've learned that. You 57. Wow, yes. Miss Enda, yes. Yeah, you live and you learn every day. I'm not going to stoop my level. I'm not going to stoop to nobody else's level. I'm not going to dull my shine because somebody else is being ignorant to me. No, but I move accordingly. If you show me that you don't have my best interest at heart, if you show me that you want some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to deal with you. I don't entertain that. Not at all. I don't even entertain it. I move accordingly because I'm at a place now where I don't allow things or people to disrupt my peace, right? If it's draining me, because it's two type of connections. I tell my kids, it's two type of connections. It's connections that breathe life into you, and it's connections that suck the life out of you. Which connection you want around you? I don't have nobody around me that's sucking the life out of me. No. If you can't speak life into me, if you can't lift me up when I'm feeling down, if you can't give me an encouraging word, if you can't be supportive, if you can't help believe in me when I don't believe in myself, what I need you there for? You a seat filler. I don't need that. I don't need that. None of us do. So if you got people around, and here's the thing, when I say that, people start thinking it's financial. You know, why is it the first thing we think money? That ain't shit. What I'm talking about, money can't buy. Money can't buy loyalty. Money can't buy respect. Money can't buy sincerity and authenticity. Money can't buy that. All money do is bring more fake motherfuckers around you. Hey, everybody, that's all money do. I need the real. I need the people who there when the money ain't. I need the people who see something in me when sometimes my vision is blurry and I can't see it in myself. I need them people that's going to grab a hold of me and pull me back if I'm standing too close to the edge. That's what I need. You feel me? Because guess what? And that's why I say about money, not everything. This is why I say that. Because do it cost anything to give money? You can give money to a homeless person on the street that you walk by. Do that mean you love them? That don't mean shit. That just mean you felt like giving them a few dollars. It don't mean you got no love for them. It don't mean you care about them. It don't mean you give a fuck about their situation. You just had a couple dollars that you want to give them. Sometimes to make yourself feel better. It wasn't about them at all. But you need sincerity. We getting too old. Anybody that's in here 30 and up, we getting too old to be playing these games. We getting too old to be sitting back trying to wonder where we stand in somebody's life. We too old to be sitting back arguing, trying to figure out why this person don't like me, why they don't talk to me, why they don't never call. Who cares? Who cares? You really gonna let that interrupt your peace? You really gonna let that throw you off? Like, yes, okay, I'm 44. You think I'm gonna play them games? Nope. No, move around. You don't want me. You don't want to talk to me. You don't want to be around me. You don't want to check on me. You don't want to support me, baby. Those are all your choices. You are free to feel how you want and move how you want. And guess what? I'm free to do the same. Thank you. Peace is priceless. Because here's the thing. If some of y'all ain't got there, when you get there, you're going to know it. It's going to come a time in your life. Let me tell you something, how it was for me. I woke up one day and shit was just different. Like, I felt different. I didn't want to be around certain people. I didn't want to go to certain places. I was declining certain invitations. When you wake up one morning and you have that peace that is beyond anything you ever dreamed of, baby, you're going to be walking around like this. Here goes, you're going to be walking around, clip, scissors, cut, this, that, this gotta go, that gotta go, this gotta go. Baby, you're not going to hesitate. You ain't going to have no problem telling people no. Those people that's always calling on you, whether they need you or not, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. People that's always calling on you, people that don't really need you, but they know you're going to be there, so they going to call on you for you to come through for them, so they can use their resources how they want to. Hello? Yes. Baby, I'm all for starting over. I tell anybody, do what you feel is best for you and yours. Do not base your decision on nobody who ain't got to live with the consequences of them. You think I'm finna sit around waiting to make a decision because, well, you know what? I don't know. The girls might not like. Let me tell y'all something. This is my new saying for 2021. And I want y'all to take this going into 2022. Y'all ready? This is my new saying. Y'all ready? Fuck them people. Y'all gonna hear me say that a lot. If y'all catch any of my clips, you know what I'm saying? Fuck them people. Like, quit living your life to appease other people. Quit living off they likes. Quit living off they love. Guess what? Because guess what? If you put the key to your happiness in their pocket, what you gonna do if they don't never show up? What you gonna do if they there and they decide to leave? You're gonna be miserable. You're gonna be lost. Thank you. F them people. What we doing? We grown. What grown folk? We grown and we still sitting up giving explanations to people for why we do stuff the way we do? No. Katrina, you come? No. Katrina, you got? No. Katrina, cannot? No. Why? That's my answer. It ain't even a discussion to be had. It's simply no. Because I'm grown. I don't owe you an explanation. Because guess what? When they tell you no, they not explaining no to you. They just gonna tell you no. You know what I'm saying? I say time and time again. Sometimes we put our energy into the wrong things and the wrong people. Sometimes we make the wrong stuff a priority in our life. Sometimes we put the wrong people on a pedestal. And them be the ones that do us in. I read an article. I don't even know how recent it was. And it broke my heart. It's an article on Facebook that a father posted. It was a picture of him. It was a picture of his son and his son's best friend, right? Two boys together. Look like they was probably like 18 to 20 maybe. The man posted a picture of his son and his best friend, right? Along with that picture, thank you. No is a complete, hello? Look, poetry snaps. No is a complete sentence. Like, what we talking about? What is we talking about? The man posted a picture of his son and his best friend. And in that picture, I'm just going to summarize what his message was. He said, you know, his son had gotten killed, right? And he said every time this boy came around, The son best friend. Best friend. Because I got to put that in quotes. Best friend. When the son came around, it's like when the best friend came around, the story that he was giving the father, it left the father feeling uneasy. He wasn't believing it. So he kept saying in his gut, he felt like this best friend had something to do with his son's death. So he said, after the boy said what he said or whatever, he called his son's mother. Was like, I'm getting a bad vibe about so-and-so. The mother said, oh no, he wouldn't do nothing to hurt him. That's his best friend. Well, come to find out, that best friend has now been charged with their son's murder. Let me sip my hot tea. That best friend has now been charged with their son's murder. Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about that term, best friend. How many of y'all got a best friend? And how long has that person been your best friend? Wow, right? Yeah. And it broke my heart. Because guess what? When you think best friend, right? You thinking, this child and been in their house. Then probably spent holidays with them. Then probably been around the family. Been at family reunions. You know what I'm saying? Probably then kicked it at their house. Probably then spent nights at their house. Then sat at the table, broke bread with them. And took the life of their son. You don't have any best friends, just acquaintances. Okay, Angelina. You have associates. Okay, because guess what? Let me tell y'all something. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because guess what? Sometimes you spend so many years being a person friend. Hear me good. Listen to what I'm saying. You spend so much time being somebody's friend until you realize they was never yours. People don't understand when I say that. One-sided friendships, like you there, whenever they need you, you can congratulate them. You can be happy for them. You can cry tears with them. You can be that shoulder to lean on. You can pat them on their back. You can be there doing everything a friend's supposed to do, right? But when you need that same type of friendship, it's nowhere to be found. You got to put your back against the wall because nobody's there to pat you or scratch your back. You feel me? I have one best friend, and she has been my best friend for over 20 years. She just so happened is married to my brother now. But when we met, they were not married. And when I tell you she's a rider, when I tell you I trust her with everything in me, every fiber of my being, everything I got, I trust her with. That's what I tell my kids. When you think about a best friend, for me, this is my definition. And my definition does not apply to everybody. If I can't trust you with my life, you're not a best friend. And I don't just mean physically. I mean my money, my husband, my children. If something happened to me, you're going to look out. You're going to at least check on my parents. You're going to make sure my kids are straight. You feel me? I trust you with everything I got. That's my best friend. We gonna laugh together. We gonna cry together. You understand what I'm saying? We gonna rise. We gonna fall. We gonna do whatever it is we need to do together for each other. Ain't no, in between. We all in. Ain't no one foot in the door. We all in. Ain't no time. And nothing is off limit. Whatever I got, she got. Whatever she got, I got. We can call each other and be like, man, sis, I need $500. The question gonna be where you want me to send it to. How you want me to send it or where you want me to send it. We're not asking questions. What you need it for. When you gonna give it back. You should have caught me yesterday. Because the reality is, if we've ever needed each other and we didn't have it, the other person would never know. I would never know if she didn't have it. She would never know if I didn't have it because we're going to make that shit happen for each other. That's just what it is. We solid like that. Our shit is solidified. It's been tried and tested and it remains true. You feel me? You can't nobody tell me nothing about her. And it go both ways. Like, I wish that for everybody on this live, I wish that you at least got one person in your life that can be solid with you. That you can hate. And it ain't always good. Did I say we always saw eye to eye? Nope. Did I say we always agreed? Nope. But guess what? If I'm wrong, she gonna check me and get me right back. And if she wrong, I'm gonna check her and get her right back. I want that for all y'all. Just, man, baby, because when I tell you, ain't no greater feeling than knowing, guess what? Aside from the people I'm in the house with, it's somebody out there that got my back. They gonna ride for me. They gonna show up for me. They gonna stand 10 toes down for me. When I'm weak, they gonna help hold me up. But yes, that's a blessing. And I recognize it. I realize it's a blessing. You feel me? I tell my kids all the time, when I'm dead and gone, don't let nobody get up at my funeral talking about they was my best friend. If it ain't her, and then my kids know. They don't see me hang with people. They've seen me be around family, and they've seen me with her, and she's now family. So I tell them, don't let nobody get up lying over me. Well, you know, Katrina, we was best friend. Escort their ass out the funeral home. I don't care. Escort them out. Nope, you gotta go because you lying. You lying. If you in the church, you lying in the Lord's house, you gotta go. We at a funeral home, escort them out. Nope, your time is up. My mama wouldn't have wanted to hear that. You lying. No, don't lie on me. Because, you know, people love coming out the woodwork. When folks died, they was your best friend. You just seen them yesterday. Oh, I just talked to you last night. No, you didn't. Quit lying on these damn people. Let them rest in peace. Hey, cousin. Hey, Christine, boo. You know, we quick to lie on people. If somebody died, everybody want to get up and speak for you. Girl, you know, I was with her yesterday and we was just hanging out. Bitch, you didn't even like me in real life. You walked past me and didn't even speak. You didn't even know my phone number. So how the fuck was we on the phone talking? Keep it real. Like, don't do that. Let people, thank you. Come on. They be just front. They be front. Fake. Don't do that. Because you can sit there and just not say nothing. You don't have to get up and lie. You can just sit there and don't say nothing. You don't have to get up. Man, me and Katrina, we were just at the mall. Because anybody that know me, I don't even go to the mall. I shop online. I don't even be in the mall. What do I do for a living? I do graphic design. I do a little bit of everything. I do graphic design. I write. Have a book. I do a lot. Here's the thing. And y'all gonna think this is crazy, but I'm being honest with you. I do whatever it is on my heart to do. Like, for real. If I have a desire to do something, and I don't know how to do it, I'm going to research. I'm going to study. I'm going to do all that I need to do to get to that point. When it came to me doing graphic design, I just had ideas. I started playing around with stuff, doing my own designs. I designed my own website because I was not about to pay nobody to do it. I did my own trademarks for my company name, my brand name, and my logo because I was not about to pay nobody to do it. You feel like I'm one of them people, give me a computer, give me a book, I'll learn. I love to learn. How do I have money? The same way you have money. I'm getting rid of you because you asking me dumb questions. Like, I have money the same way you have money. It's a fucking job. I work it. It makes money. Like, that person threw me off, so they gone. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a Trump supporter. Here's the thing. Whether I am or whether I'm not, that will be my choice, right? That's my business, not yours, right? I'm not, but even if I was, I don't care who is. It could be people on here that are. That's their business. That's their personal choice. That don't make them less than me. That don't make me less than them. So now you belong. You feel me? Like, we're not doing that in here. What I say? We're not going to get in here with the retardedness. You know, we block. That's two people, y'all. They try, look, cousin, they try it all the time. I let them slide. I just say what I got to say. Look, guess what? They gone, boo. They gone. Don't even worry about it, y'all. They gone. They gone. Yes, we ain't even on here talking about politics. They gone. They blocked. Edward, I blocked them. We not doing that. Trying to mess up our vibe. What I say? It's always people that out. They gone. Stay pot. They gone. Trust me, y'all. I blocked them. Anytime I see the little weirdness and then stuff, it's gone. Like, we not doing that. What I say? We on here vibing. I got my music playing. Right now, Brandy is playing in the background. Brandy say she want to be down. Why they just can't be down? They trying to come on here, throw a wrench in our program. Nope. Not sorry. They gone. Love you. Thank you. But yeah, we not. Look, and this is social media, right? People gonna try it. I tell people every time. I have seen people on lives break down from the comments. Like, for real. I've seen people, I have been in their lives, they have broke down in over the comments, baby. If you ain't got tough skin, if you don't know how to let that shit roll off your back, don't go on live, because they will try you. They gonna try. Look, they gonna talk about you. They gonna call you ugly. They might ask you why you black. They might ask you. Look, they just come out the woodwork with little dumb stuff. But guess what? I tell anybody, you can't offend me. You know why? Because I love me some motherfucking me. Like, can't nobody be me like me. Can't nobody do me like me. You feel me? I ain't never had low self-esteem. I ain't never been insecure. Chip tooth and all. You see it? Your girl still smiling. You feel me? Like, we not doing that. The last book I read, actually, I just started on the Gabrielle Union book. Do You Have Anything Stronger? I have that book, and after that, I'm going to read the Will Smith book. I just got both of those. Like, this is what I tell, like, you got to believe in you. Because here's the thing. If you don't believe in you, who else gonna believe in you? If you don't think you the shit, who else gonna think you the shit? If you don't got no respect for yourself, who else gonna respect you? It all start with you. So if I'm sitting around and I'm going to be offended by everything they say, and I'm going to be sitting on the live crying because somebody done said you ugly, or that's why you got a chipped tooth. I do have a chipped tooth. I could tell you how I got it. It was in gym class. You said I was pretty 10 times, and I said thank you 5 times. I don't know what else you want me to say. I said thank you. Ben said it. You know, like, I could tell you how I got a chipped tooth. I was in elementary school. Look, now we family. Don't y'all laugh at me. No, fuck that. Y'all gonna laugh because I laugh when I tell the story, right? I was in gym class. We was running. Y'all know how you have to run and you tag the wall. Like you racing. You tag the wall and you go back and you tag, right? I was running. We racing. I get ready to tag the wall. Somebody called my name. I look back to see who it was. Do y'all know I was still fucking running? So by the time I turned back around, boom, I ran right into the fucking wall. Chipped my tooth. But guess what? That's my signature mark. Like, I like that, right? Like, that's me. So guess what? I love it and I embrace that shit because it's me and it's the story behind it. Now, I don't recommend you be running in gym and running to no fucking wall. No, but that's just what happened. So I like that. Like, you can't offend me by talking about me having a chipped tooth. You can't offend me about me having locks. You can't offend me about me being black. You can't offend me about me being slim. You can't offend me if you say, yeah, that's why you was a teenage mother. And I was. Am I offended? Nope. That's just part of my story. You feel me? You can't. I'll tell you about me. You ain't got to guess. You ain't got to wonder. You can ask me. And if I feel like telling you, I'll tell you. Thank you. Look, like, come on. We not, what? You, like my dad used to say, you only as sick as your secrets. If you put it out there, can't nobody use it against you. Hello? There it is. There it is. Period. It is what it is. Well, that's why. Yeah, I literally have had people. I had somebody come on my live and tell me you would be pretty if you were white. Somebody else told me you would look better white. Baby. Ain't nothing aggressive about how I'm speaking, and if you don't like it, you can leave. But guess what? I'm going to help you out. I'm going to do you one better. Because I didn't see, I mean, you feel me? Like, why is it when we speak in our mind as women, because I'm not going to even throw a black to this, as women, why when we get to speaking how we feel, we aggressive? You know why? Because y'all, so many people used to women just sitting back, being silent. This ain't that. This is not that. Here go another one. We got another one gotta go, y'all. They never, look, let me tell you something. Every time I'm on live, y'all think I'm lying. Come on, Edward. Hello. Look, poetry snaps, baby. Because black don't crack. I had them guess my age my first month when I started going live. Every time I went live, I had them guess my age. Nobody ever guessed my age. I had to tell them that I was 44 years old. And they did not believe it. First of all, they asked to see my ID and my birth certificate. I literally had to get up and go get my birth certificate to show them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be me. Like, if you think that's aggressive, that's your opinion. If you think I'm loud, that's your opinion. Like, what I look like, look, let me explain something to y'all. Yes, I'm 44, Angelina. What do I look like? Any of us, let me paint a picture for y'all. What do any of us look like arguing with somebody about their opinion? Explain that to me. Because guess what? We all have opinions, right? We all have opinions. Yours is yours. Mine is mine. Just because they might not be the same, it doesn't make mine right and yours wrong. And it don't make yours right or mine wrong. You feel me? Like, it's an opinion. You gonna argue with somebody about their opinion? Wasted energy. Baby, you could think what you want to think, feel what you want to feel, say what you want to say. But guess what? Respect is non-negotiable. So you'll never come on here and be in my presence and disrespect me. That ain't gonna happen. Now, you can feel how you want to feel. Just like I can feel how I want to feel about you. I could have went toe-to-toe with the 5 trolls I just blocked within 10 minutes. I could have let that west side of Chicago roll right on off my tongue, but I tried not to. Your girl tried not to go there. I can. And I got snappy comebacks. My husband tell me all the time, your comebacks be on another level. That's why me and my kids be roasting each other, because it be funny. You know? And none of us, that's the thing, don't nobody know everything. Why we just can't vibe? Why we just can't exchange views? Why we just can't, you know what I'm saying? Definitely not worth the end. Just why I got them out of here. They not. Like, I respect people differences. You know, it makes the conversation, as my son say, it makes the conversation better. If we all think and feel and believe the same, what we gonna talk about? We already know the answers. If we all gonna say the same thing, there is no conversation, because it's gonna be the same thing. Meaningless word. That's it. That's it. People just, you know, I say all the time, life is already complicated enough. We don't have to make it harder. I come on here, I try to have a good time. I try to have good conversation. You know what I'm saying? I try to give people something to talk about. I try to make you think. You know what I'm saying? Put something on your mind. Maybe change your perspective about some things. It's whatever. Anytime I'm on live, anything that people want to talk about, y'all can always say, hey, y'all can ask a question right here in the chat. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, y'all can ask a question. We gonna vibe. We gonna go whatever way, the direction of the conversation. It don't matter. We not just limited to one thing. You know, I start off with one topic and we end up somewhere totally different. That's what we do. That's what we do. But you know, I'm all for, I'm all for a conversation. Like, I don't mind vibing with people. I do not mind vibing with people. But some folks make it so hard. Some people make it hard. But guess what, y'all? I have my podcast back up and running. You know what? Let me see. Can I put it on here? Yep, I got my podcast back up and running. And it is mumionaire.com. The same name as on here. That's it. That's my podcast. You'll see it's literally it's live recordings where I've talked about a lot of things. I just gotta. I think you know who don't. Oh, you know what? It don't even matter what they want, because guess what? People can want anything. That don't mean we got to give it to them. Because I've learned that in this world, for some reason, a lot of people just would rather negativity. Like, they don't even want positivity. Like, they don't want it. They'd rather be at odds with people. They'd rather be into it. They'd rather be, going back and forth. They'd rather be divided, and I don't mess with you and you don't mess with me, and I'm from this side of town, you from that. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel as well. Yes. You know what? I have it's a link in my bio. My Linktree link takes you to everything. It takes you to my YouTube. It takes you to, I think my podcast is on there. I think all of that is on there. And it's the same thing. My YouTube channel is Mumionaire. It's literally that username is over all platforms. It's the same username, because I have trademarked that name. It is the same. Everywhere you see me 9 times out of 10 with stuff that I've done lately is under Mumionaire. And you know what? People say misery loves company, but you know what I like to say? Happiness does too. See, we shift that narrative. Now we're going to take them negatives and we're going to make them positive. Just like misery loves company, guess what? So does happiness. So instead of us giving our company to misery, we're going to go over here where the happiness is. We're going to give our company to the happiness. We're not going to pay no attention to the misery over here. We're going to give our company and our time and our attention to the happiness. We can grow the happiness, because guess what? Whatever you don't feed, it'll starve, right? Whatever you don't feed will starve. So we not feeding negativity and drama and toxicity and dysfunction and all that past hurts and past. We not feeding none of that. We not feeding that. We gonna feed what we want to grow. Peace, love, happiness, joy, positive vibes. We want that stuff to grow. So that's what we got to focus on. That's what we got to focus on. Because people tend to believe if you say, well, you know what? I'm not going to focus on this. Do you know the moment that you say that, you've already focused on it? If I say, you know what? I'm not going to even focus on Tyrone no more. He ain't shit. He ain't worth nothing. Do you know the moment I say I'm not going to focus on Tyrone, I have literally just focused on Tyrone? We don't get it though. We do not get it. We say that all the time. And I hear people say it all the time. And now that I'm older and wiser, I laugh. Tyrone is just a name. I use that all the time because I think about Erykah Badu's song called Tyrone. So you'll always hear me say, if I'm referencing a man or something, whatever, oh, I'm sorry, Tyrone, not you. I didn't even realize I had a Tyrone on here. Not you personally, honey. I'm sorry. That's funny because when I say that, I usually never have anybody on their name Tyrone. So I can say that and nobody's on their name Tyrone. But tonight it got me. I got a Tyrone in here. I'm sorry, brother. Not you personally. Not you personally. You know, I just always say that, you know. Or I say Sheila when I'm talking about a female because I'm thinking about Prince. I'm thinking about Ready for the World, oh Sheila. You know, I just, you know, I can't sing a Bob Marley song, but I am playing Lauryn Hill right now. I'm playing Lauryn Hill. You know, you love the name Tyrone, yeah. I was talking about him. Don't be starting no mess up in here now. Don't be starting no mess. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. Oh, I know you kidding, honey. It's no harm, no foul. I know you kidding. You know, but it's just, you know, I just believe in this. We should learn how to just let people be, right? If you happy living your life, however you living it, with whoever you living it with, where, doing whatever, why can't I be happy for you? Right? Like, my kids don't have to live the way, they don't have to live a life that I had planned for them in my head. Because I'm pretty sure I don't live a life that my parents had planned for me. Right? But I tell them all the time, I don't have to agree with your, yes, I do. My daughter is a member of the Pride community. She's 20 years old. So yes, I do support it. And I stand 10 toes down for her. Now, I support it, but I fear for it because I know the world we live in is so cruel. And people are so disrespectful and nasty just for no reason. We've been places where people would just look at her. You know what I'm saying? Well, is that a boy or is that a girl? And I'd be like, ask her. Like, one thing we not going to do is disrespect. Like, if you want to ask my daughter a question, like, we laugh about it. People might be like, we might be in the grocery store and the lady may give her some change. Here you go, young man. And we start laughing and she'll be like, no, I'm a girl. The lady be like, oh, I'm sorry. I ain't mean no harm. She be like, it's all good. Like, she knows she didn't cut her hair off, so she know that. But, you know, I tell anybody, no, you're not going to stare at her. You know, you're not going to stare at her. You got a question, just ask her. You know what I'm saying? Like, highest level of education, college. Have I stolen anything today? Only my husband's heart. Because I don't know if you trying to, you know what? I don't know who this is, but oh my God. Y'all, why they won't let me be great, y'all? I tried to even joke it off. You feel me? I tried to joke it off. Like, thank you. We thank you. We definitely should not have, let me go back to you. I'm sorry. Give me a minute. I saw your comment. I'm just blocking some people because I don't know what they on. Yes, we should not have labels. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. I don't care who my children choose to love. As long as you treat my babies right and you not physically harming them, you not putting the emotional strain on them, I rock with you long as you treating my babies right. Don't ever have to let mama step in, because if they got to call me and they know they can call, or I blocked them, Tyrone. They know they can call me, because if they got to call me, they know it done got real. And this is what happens when they call me. Because same with my oldest nephew. If they call me and they tell me the situation, I listen. This is my only question that I ask. This the only question I ask. Hey, Quavy, I hope I'm saying that right. This the only question I ask. Do you want me to get involved? That's it. Because, see, my children know what that means. If they call me, my siblings know what that means too. Anybody that know me, that really know me and rock with me, if you call me and I say, Do you want me to get involved? They're going to either say yes or no. Most of the time, my children say, Mama, no. No. Right? But if they want me to, they already know I'm going to get involved. But yeah, love, I judge what? I want my babies to be happy. I don't care what that looks like. Because I asked, and it's funny you asked that, Warren. It's funny you asked that because I saw a mother, and this broke my heart. As a mother of a daughter of the Pride community, this is what the lady posted. She said, I would rather my child be a criminal than be gay. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. She said, a mother, hear me good, y'all. I'm going to say these words again. She said, I would rather my child be a criminal than gay. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said. That's what the post said. And so I asked her, because when I saw that, I just was like, yeah, it don't sit right. Thank you. It didn't sit right. It didn't sit right with me. So I said, I just had a question because you entitled to feel how you feel, right? I'm not judging you, but I want to get her to think. I said, okay, so you'd rather your child be with, so you'd rather your daughter be with a man that's beating her ass, cheating on her, dogging her out, but because he's a man, you'll accept him than for her to be with a woman that may treat her like she's a queen? When I said that, she could not answer me. Thank you, Russell. It's not hard to be kind. She could not answer me. When I said that, she had no answer. So I was like, don't get quiet. Like, you put this on a public platform. So, and I told her, I said, I feel sorry. My heart goes out to your child because if your child is struggling with that, now she's not going to tell you because you've already closed the door. You've closed it permanently. So you wouldn't be the one that she goes to. Do you know how many kids run away from home, commit suicide, turn to drugs, end up in the street because they feel like their parents and their family won't support them, won't love them? Baby, mine, no, you always got a place. Wherever mama at, you got a place wherever I'm at, long as it's breath in my body. Yes, that's just human decency. Right? That's just human decency. And this is what she said. And when I put my comment, she didn't respond. And needless to say, she blocked me eventually. So she's not even on my friends list no more. But I just wanted to know, how can you not love your child unconditionally? Because guess what? Don't we all deserve that unconditional love? Because at some point in life, we bound to fuck up. We not perfect. We're going to make mistakes, right? We're going to do stuff that's wrong. We're going to say stuff that's wrong. We are less than perfect because perfection is non-existent. So don't we want people around us that say they love us to love us without limits, to love us without condition? When I tell you it made me so sad, I had to call my daughter. I had to call her and she was like, oh, gee, you have no idea. It's a lot of parents like that. How? I could never. You feel me? Whether this is the life that I picked out for my daughter or not, I love my daughter and I support my daughter. My daughter could say, Mama, want to go to the Pride Parade with me? Hell yeah, boo, what we wearing? You think I won't? We have to be, because guess what? Parents need to realize at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when the friends fade, when the associates fade, when the acquaintances fade, do y'all know we all our kids got? Do y'all know that? Good or bad, we all that they got. Oh, thank you, Jules. Like, we all they got. What should I have asked her, Warren? Because I can't ask her nothing now because she deleted me. Like, I don't even know what she talking about now. But she was not feeling my... and I just asked the question because I just wanted to know. And guess what? Which made me think about how many kids probably stay in abusive relationships because they ain't got nowhere to go. Do you know how fucked up it is? You in an abusive relationship and you can't go home? You want to leave, but you ain't got nowhere to go? Because your mama or your daddy or your family don't fuck with you? Do y'all know how heartbreaking that is? Do you know how sad that is? You feel trapped because you ain't got nowhere to go. It's people that lose their life because they don't have nobody to pick up the phone and say, can I come home or come get me? Like, for real. We have to be the beginning and the end for our children. And what I mean by that, we got to set the right examples. We got to set a solid foundation that they can build on. And what I mean by the end is, if it all boiled down to it, we got to be the last man standing. I tell my kids all the time, I can't live your life for you. I don't have to agree with what you do, but I respect it. I don't have to like who you with, but I respect them because my love for you is greater than any dislike I got for anybody, right? And I tell them at the end of the day, my job as your mother is to let you live, let you make your mistakes, and be there to help pick you up if you should ever fall. That's it. That's all. That's my job. That's my job. My kids always got home. Baby, what? I'm going to always have an extra room. I usually always have an extra room like now, and I got an office that was a room. Like, it's nothing. Like, what are we doing? Because guess what? Let's be real. Our kids might not like who the fuck we with. Hello? They don't like everything we do. They might not agree with the choices we make, but they respect it. Man, let me tell you something. Jules, when I tell you, I had so much more to say because I felt like I let her off easy. And then I was like, well, you know what? I don't want to just, you know how you don't want to disrespect nobody in their house. And I felt like, well, you know, this is her page. You know, she probably got offended. But then I didn't give a fuck about her being offended. Because when you say stuff like that, like I have a daughter that's like that, I take that personal. Like, you offended me. You feel me? And like, where's your human decency? But for you to say this about your child, I can imagine if her child is like, and because I had to tell her, like, let's hope your child ain't like that. But if they are, you'll never know. The oldest relative of mine, I don't even know that question. Like, oldest living relative, old and deceased relative. I don't even know. Ancestors will be the oldest relative of mine. My ancestors, like, that was random. I don't even know. Exactly. And that's why I said, like, I was on her page, so I wasn't trying to like step on her toes. So I put the comment out there because I wanted her to think about what she said and what you put out there for the world to see. Right? My oldest living relative is a great aunt. A great aunt, because all of my grandparents are deceased. So I have a great aunt. My grandmother's sister is my oldest living relative on my father's side. Now, when it comes to my mom's side, I would have to say it would have to be a great aunt as well, or a great uncle, because all my grandparents deceased. Hitting you in the heart. Man, look, this is what I'm here for. Like, I want us to, because let's be real. Because like I said, we have a real conversation. We've all been judgmental at one point of our life. We've all seen somebody, we judged them with or without warrant. You know what I'm saying? Right? We've all said some things we wish we wouldn't have said. We've all done some things we probably wish we hadn't have done. Let's be real. We grown, right? We live and we learn. But we ain't focused on how we was and what we used to do. We focus on the right now, where we are today. So today we have to, your grandmother is 99. Oh my God, bless Jesus. My great aunt is in her 90s. My great aunt is in her 90s. Your grandmother's still living. Baby, God bless you. That is a blessing. That's a blessing. And I hope you spend as much time with her as you can. I hope you learn as many lessons as you can. Because, baby, with that type of age is nothing but wisdom. That's like a wisdom tree. Like every branch you pull, every leaf that falls, that ain't nothing but wisdom. How do I overcome rejection? Okay, before I answer that, okay, I got two questions. Is that a real question or are you trolling me? And the second question is rejection from who? And I got an answer for you. If you ain't trolling me, if you real, we can have some convo. If you trolling me, I'm finna block you. How do you overcome rejection? If you real, say it's a serious question and let me know rejection from who. And then I got you. Oh, your aunt. Oh, yeah, look, y'all know I love that. Man, Wisdom. When I tell y'all, first of all, I got a lot of wisdom from my parents, especially my dad. Like the conversation we used to have was on another level. Oh, you for real? Oh, from any girl you ask out. Okay, bruh. From anybody you... Here's the thing. Tell me about you. When you meet them, because you saying any girl that you ask out, when you meet them, what's your approach? How are you meeting people? Like, are you dating to be dating? Are you getting to know people? Or are you a serial dater? Well, she said no, so on to the next. Like, are you giving yourself time to get to know people? Or are you just bouncing like a ball from one to the next? See, I gotta know a little bit. Or are they friend zoning you? Because that happens a lot. We know that happens a lot. I don't have lip injections, baby, because guess what? Black is beautiful. So they just naturally like that. Now I gotta block you. See what I'm saying, y'all? They still coming for lip injection. First of all, my lips too small. When you get lip injections, don't they lips be like fuller and like big? My lips is flat. You know, my lips is flat. Like, they not. My lips ain't big. Injection where? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just curious. I'm trying to go back so I can call you by your name. CBR. Okay, I'm gonna call you CB. Oh my God, your aunt lived to. Oh my God. Now that's baby. I should be so grateful. Like, I hope. Do y'all know I pray I can just live as long as possible when I'm still able to care for myself with very little assistance, so I can still drop jewels. Because I be thinking, like, if I can talk how I'm talking now, I can only imagine the people I can reach and the messages I can have in years to come. Because with life, that's growth, right? Year after year, we supposed to be growing and evolving. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. Let me stop you right there. Because guess what? If you allow that fear of rejection to hold you hostage, you ain't going to ever get nowhere. You're not going to get to where you're trying to get to. Guess what? Life is risk, right? Life is risk. And whether it's a simple cup of coffee, guess what? Some stuff happen naturally. Stop trying. I'm going to tell you this. Stop trying. Do you realize a lot of people just meet because it's just supposed to happen that way? I do believe that sometimes people just cross your path that just supposed to cross your path. You know, it could be, you could see somebody that interests you at work or church or the gym or the grocery, I don't know, in any place that you frequent. You could see somebody, you know what I'm saying, you know, say they doing their thing, right? I'm going to give you a little game, bro. I ain't no guy, but I'm going to give you a little game, right? Say they doing their thing. You know, you catch their eye. You know what I'm saying? You give them a little smile. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to be too, you don't even have to be too forward. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. And I hate to say this, bro, because I'm a woman. But let me tell you something. Females be pissing me off. I don't like us a lot of time because we be bogus. Let me tell you what we do. We'll have a nice guy that approaches us. You know what we do? Oh, he thirsty. He too lame. Oh, he clingy. He soft. He sensitive. He this, he that. We won't give him the time of day. But then you got Tyrone walk in with some baggy jeans with his motherfucking ass crack showing. And he's skinning and grinning in every woman's face. And that be the one that the females want. Why? Some females like that type of dude. Let me just let you in on a little secret. All females don't want a good dude. Some want a roughneck. Some want a hood nigga. Some want somebody that's going to knock them upside their head a couple times. Some want somebody that's going to treat them like shit. Sometimes nice guys finish last. I'm giving you some real. And I'm going to give you some tips. I'm speaking for me. Now, I don't know about other women, but my husband always tell me I'm different. My husband always tell me, babe, you different. You cut from a different cloth. You in a league of your own. Because guess what? I'm not impressed by what you got. Some women are impressed by what you got and what you can do for them. So let me give you a tip. Don't talk about it. If you meet somebody, I don't want you to talk about what kind of car you got. I don't want you to talk about where you work, how much money you make. Guess what? Because that's your shit. That's your car. That's your job. And that's your money. How the fuck does that benefit her? It does not. It's yours, right? You can give a little general conversation, right? You can give general conversation, but guess what? Because let me tell you something. Females, and women, I'm on y'all. I'm on y'all street. Y'all know, I'm not biased in here. I'm a woman, but women ain't always right. Yes, do not settle. Know what it is you want, right? Know what it is you want. I'm not trans, I'm all woman, but maybe your mother is, but now you're blocked. You feel me? Like, he blocked. But know what it is you want and stand on that. Realize that what you want is out there. You don't have to, well, guess what? Let me double back. What you want is out there, but life is about compromise. Relationship is about compromise. It's about give and take. I'm not saying lower your standards. No, have a standard. Stick with it. Because women, guess what? They got a whole checklist. Let me run it down for you. I asked ladies this on one of my lives a couple weeks ago. I asked my ladies this on live. Well, it was for everybody. On live. Not long ago. I told the ladies, you know what's funny to me? I said, ladies, y'all got a whole checklist that y'all got a whole list that y'all don't even check off. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. On your list, you want a man with a degree, but you got a high school diploma. You want a man with the latest car, but you got a bus pass and probably don't even know how to drive. You want a man that ain't got no kids, but you got multiple kids, probably multiple baby daddies. That's your choice, right? You want a man with his own crib, but you live with your mama or your grandmama, right? You want a man that makes 6 figures, but you make minimum wage. Make that make fucking sense. Cause I'm here to tell everybody, men and women, you are not deserving of any more than you bring to the table. You don't deserve no more than you bring to the table. You understand what I'm telling you? Because females nowadays, yes, we got the whole independence and we got the whole strong woman. Do y'all know that y'all can be strong with a man beside you or a woman, whatever you just choose, because I'm not discriminating, man or woman. You can be just as strong with your partner beside you. Being independent don't mean you don't need nobody. Being independent don't mean you're supposed to do it all by yourself. I'm independent and I love my fucking husband. We are a team. I was a single mother for a very long time, but I love the shit out of my husband. And I don't know, look, I ain't even thinking about life without him. You feel me? Because we solid. That's my partner. But that whole independence and strong woman got a lot of females thinking they don't need nobody. They got a lot of people thinking they don't need nobody. I'll be an awesome counselor. Funny you say that, Jules, because guess what? I'm about to redo my life coach certification. As of effective January the 3rd, boop, 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 I'm about to redo because I am already certified. But yeah, I'm about to redo it. Because you guys just want to get some extensive training in it. Yep. So it's funny you mentioned that, girl. Look at you. So look at you hyping me up. That's what I'm talking about. Pour into me, sis. Lift me up, right? So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, people would have you to, and let me tell you what, a lot of guys go wrong, right? A lot of guys go wrong when y'all meet women, y'all be bragging. Y'all be, and I'm not saying you lying, right? Y'all be talking about what you got, how much you make, where you live. You trying to take them to your crib. You bringing them into your world too soon. Bruh, make them work for that. Just like guys gotta work, right? Just like guys gotta work for stuff, why the females ain't gotta work for it? Right? You look, bro, look at it like this. You at the jewelry store, you in the display case, you behind the counter, you ain't hanging up on the clearance rack. Let her work. Look, you got to get to know me, right? You're going to have to get to know me before you can come behind that counter and slide that glass back and hold me in your hand and view me and see how valuable I am. I ain't on the clearance rack just for anybody to get a hold to. You can hold yourself to that same standard. You feel me? You can hold yourself to that same standard. You got standard. If you don't want no woman that smoke, guess what? You don't got to get nobody that smoke. If you don't want a woman with kids, you ain't got to get nobody with kids. If you want a woman that got a degree or that got a job, guess what? You ain't got to settle for nobody that don't. How somebody gonna tell you what you want is wrong? What you want is what you want. It's to benefit you and your life. And guess what? I'm not saying nothing wrong with working with people, but They got to have ambition. They got to have goals. They got to have a life plan. They got to know what they want out of life, where they going, where they headed. They got to know. And guess what? You don't want nobody with no unresolved drama. Because let me tell you something. If people got unresolved issues, especially relationship, we talking about relationship. I ain't gonna even get into the family and friends. We talking about relationships. A lot of people will latch on to you because if you saying, how can I deal with rejection? You don't want to come off as desperate. You don't want to come off like you need somebody, because a person will see that and they'll prey on it and they will use you and manipulate you. Right? They'll use you just to satisfy their own ego. And when the person that they really want come back around, they'll throw you out like yesterday's trash. So be mindful. Like I said, don't give too much too soon and start small. Coffee. Let's go out for coffee. You know what? Let's meet at this park and go for a walk. Right? Don't start spending no bro. Let me tell you, don't start spending no money. Hey, how you doing, sweetie? Like, yeah, don't. Let me tell you something. When I tell you start small, because guess what? Everybody don't deserve. Let's be real, y'all. Don't shoot the messenger. Let's be real. Everybody don't deserve the same access to you. Everybody don't deserve the same level of attention. Hello. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's be real. Everybody don't deserve it. Some people just deserve a coffee. Some people just deserve a nice walk. You know what I'm saying? Let's go sit at the park. Because guess what? You trying to get to know somebody, right? So why am I finna come off and I'm finna spend hundreds of dollars when I just meet you? Because when I spend hundreds of dollars when I just meet you let me tell y'all something, fellas. Man, ladies, don't y'all, I'm giving too much of our playbook. I'm sorry, ladies, but I got to keep it real. If we know, first of all, we don't want no yes man. We don't want nobody we can walk over. We don't want nobody no, we don't. We want you to have a backbone, right? But if you come in the door and you throwing your money around, baby, we're going to spend it. Sorry, ladies. I had to help my brother out. If you come in the door throwing your money around and you want to pay bills, you think we ain't going to let you pay them? You want to pay rent? You think we going to tell you no? You want to take us on a trip or shopping? You think we going to turn you down? The average person will not. But like I said, your money does not impress me. I don't care if you got a car or if you don't got a car. I don't care if you in the career of your choice or you working trying to get there. I'm that type of female because I'm secure. I don't care if you got a car or if you don't got a car. I don't care if you in the career of your choice or you working trying to get there. I'm that type of female because I'm secure in myself. And I feel like whoever link up with me or whoever I link up with, I feel like we going to help each other grow. Hey, Terry, I am from Chicago, but I'm in Tennessee now. I'm from Chicago. That's what I want, a walk in the park. If I ask a girl to go sky. Oh, yeah, see, bro, you just answered your own question. If you ask them to go skydiving, they're going to say yes. You know why? That takes money. Oh, girl. And guess what? And guess they do. I'm convinced that women do shit to impress their friends. Because you want to have something to talk about. It's not impressive to most females to say, well, girl, he took me for a walk. Girl, a walk? Oh, that nigga, what he is? He cheap or something? Girl, he ain't even spend no money on you. But the same so-called friends that she listening to or that she talking to ain't even got nobody. They ain't nobody even offering to take them on no walk. But that's be who they listen to. That be who they listen to. There's always somebody gonna give them some bad advice, and that's usually the advice they take. And then they wonder why they alone. For real. So, bruh, start slow. You ain't wrong. You know what? Nice to meet you. Can meet somebody. Nice to meet you. Strike up a conversation first. Because, let me tell you something. Physical attraction, physical appearance is what attracts us, right? But a mental connection, you being able to stimulate my mind, hold a conversation. Some people don't even get past that, bro. So some people don't even deserve no coffee. Let's be real. Is it Starbucks? Because if we talk to Starbucks, we know their coffee ain't cheap. So some people don't even deserve no $5, $10 cup of coffee. Because how did me and my husband meet? Jules, guess what? Me and my husband met online. That was my first time. I was against online dating. I'm like, I'm old school. I'm trying to meet you. I'm trying to get to know. But guess what? Even though we met online, we still took the old school approach, right? We met online, and after like our first messages, my now husband, he was like, you know what? It's okay if we exchange. And guess what? He wasn't aggressive. That's the thing. He was not aggressive. He was like, do you mind if we exchange numbers? That way I don't even have to be on the platform. Yes, we exchanged numbers, right? We got to conversing, we text, and then we got to talking, like over the phone, right? We talked over the phone for a while. And he said, you know what? Maybe we should meet up. I'm like, cool. I like that. We met up. We went to lunch. We sat and talked. Because, see, that was a test. I needed that. Because, see, I'm big on, as y'all can see, I like to talk. I could talk. Your girl can get deep. So I needed somebody I can hold a conversation with. So I had already told myself, you know what? If he can't make it past this lunch, it's a wrap. We went to lunch and we had a nice conversation. And mind you, when I met my husband, he would tell you he wasn't where he wanted to be in life, but he's a great dude. I wouldn't trade him for nothing, for all the money in the world. I would not trade him because guess what? He has a heart of gold. He would say I'm spoiled. Okay, I probably am because whatever I want, I get. But guess what? Whatever he wants, he gets as well. My husband could call me and say, babe, I seen such and such. I guarantee you by the time that conversation's over with, I done already started looking at it. And it ain't got to be Christmas or Father's Day or his birthday or our anniversary. No, it's just because. Like, we do stuff just because. He'll come home once every 2 weeks or once a week with flowers. Just flowers for his wife. Or he might say, babe, come on, let me, you and the baby, let's go out to dinner. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, love is a beautiful thing. Yes, like I'm like, that's literally, and that's the thing. Like, if you put in, and it's not hard. People say, oh, this is hard, that is hard. Y'all know what? It's as hard as we make it. You know why I say that? Because if you go into your situation with the right intentions, honesty, respect, like not keeping no secrets, because let's be real. We all got a past, right? We all got stuff we dealt with, whether it was our childhood, past relationships. We all been disappointed. We all had our feelings hurt, right? We talk about that stuff. Why not? If we married, we supposed to be together till death do us part, right? What's up, gang? We supposed to be together till death do us part, right? So why we not? We should be able to talk about anything. And I say that to say this. Communication. Bruh. You want somebody you can talk to. So yes, you looking for you a wife, but you want the right kind of wife. You don't want nobody just latching on to you for their benefit. You want the right kind of person. And this is the question I ask people. When you choosing a partner, ask yourself this one question. Would that person take care of me if I couldn't take care of myself? And I tell men all the time, ask yourself this. The person that you with now, if you lose your job today, is that person going to be by your side tomorrow? We have been together, Jules, for 6 years, married 5. Let me tell you something. My husband didn't waste no time. But here's the thing. We were both married before. So this is our second marriage. We were both married before. We both he had 1 daughter. I had 3. I had 2 sons and a daughter. So I had 3 kids. He had 1. We were both married before. We knew coming into this what we wanted, right? We knew what we wanted. We was living in 2 separate places. And he was like, you know what? It really don't make sense as much time as I'm spending at your house. What do you think about blah, blah, blah? Do y'all know when we had that conversation, we talked about finances. We sat down before we was married. Okay. This is what we bringing in. Okay. This is what we going to do. This is what we going to do. Da, 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 da. This is how we going to split. Da, 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 da. I'm that type of female. I'm not the female that, oh, no, you got to pay every bill in this house. I don't need my husband to pay every bill for me to know he love me. I don't need my husband to pay 100% of the bills for me to know he rock with me and that he got my back. He has shown that. Anything I have ever had, when I had a thought to start doing my designs, my husband bought the Cricut machine, the cutter. He bought the 5-in-1 heat press. He bought it all so I could do my own. You ain't got to pay nobody to print your shirts. You can print your own shirts. You feel me? It's that type of stuff. When people pour into you, when they believe in you. So, yes, he paid the bulk of the bills. You know what I'm saying? I might pay little utilities every now and then, but, I refuse to sit back and let him have to worry about paying everything on his own. And then we still got a child together and we still have our other children. Like, we have a total of 5 kids. So, we going to sit up and I'm supposed to let him, he going to pay every bill, right? He going to pay every bill. So, let me break y'all down. When somebody said that one day, because Edward said he's a man. Guess what, Edward? Facebook will beg to differ because Facebook says If he don't pay 100% of the bills, he is not a man. And I went the fuck off. Somebody posted that one day and I went off. And I had to break it down to somebody on the live before. I said, here's the thing. This is what our bills consist of, right? Rent. This is the bill. I'm giving y'all our real life, the blueprint. You got rent or mortgage, right? You got light, gas. We have water bill, right? We have cable. We have internet, right? We have our cell phones, right? Including my oldest daughter who is on our plan, right? That's in the house. That's in the house, y'all. Mind you, I didn't say nothing about food, so you got to throw food in there, right? You got to throw in regular household expenses. You need toiletries. You need your personal stuff. You got to mention we got a 4-year-old at home with us, right? Okay, let's go outside the house. No, let me get back inside the house. We got life insurance. We got health insurance. We got dental. We got vision. Now I can go outside the house. He has a car note. We got car insurance. We still have right? He still has a daughter that's 13. Right? 14 now. Right? I have grandkids. Look, y'all, this shit is real. I can't make this up. So how is my husband supposed to do all that on his own? Even though my husband says, you know what? Shoot, if the money was how I wanted it to be, I would have no problem. You know how I know he wouldn't have a problem? When I met my husband, I was working. My finances were better than his. Like, I was making more money. But that don't matter. He still was the head of the household. He gonna get the same amount of respect whether he make more than me or less than me. I don't care if he ain't working at all. He's still gonna get the same amount of respect. He's still gonna be the head of this fucking house. People, they let social media psych them up and really, because I know I can go to him for whatever I want. And I say, I want blah, blah, blah. He say, okay, babe. And he can come to me and do the same thing. See, this ain't happy wife, happy life over here. This is happy spouse, happy house. That's the rule in this house. Happy spouse, happy house. We both matter. We both got to be in tune. We both got to be balanced. Because we both got feelings, right? Don't both our feelings matter? We both got feelings. We both are valid. We both matter. I know he come to me flat out. When we met, he said, you know what? I make sure the money where it need to be. I ain't good at paying bills on time and keeping up with this and that. So I need you to take that. No problem. See, communication. Thank you, Alexandria. Thank you. It's communication, y'all. Sometimes we wait too late to have these necessary conversations. We be 10 years into a marriage trying to get finances in order and figure out who gonna pay what. No, you had those conversations up front. Okay, this is what we doing for the kids, right? This is what we spending on groceries. We trying to keep this bill to this minimum. Okay, you know what? We gonna cut back how much time we go out to eat, right? Right? If we want to save this amount, okay, we gonna cut this back. Okay, so-and-so, you know what? I got a daughter in college. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna do this. Like, no, we a team. We don't spend money out of our account without the other one knowing. First of all, we're gonna know anyway. We on the same account. And that was his idea. Because I was like, no, you ain't got it. He was like, no, I trust you. And I have never led him astray. He didn't just trust me and every time he turn around, bills past due and I'm going shopping. No, I know how to handle business. Like he said, babe, I don't know how you do it, but I'm going to keep it afloat. I know how to handle business. I'm going to make sure what's done. I be reminding him, babe, don't you got such and such? He be like, oh man, I forgot. He be forgetting. I be like, just tell me your schedule. Tell me when you got an appointment. Tell me when you got to go here. Because I run like clockwork. I remember. I don't know how. I'm just like that. I just remember it. I be like, don't you got a barbershop appointment? Don't you got to, he be like, oh my God, I forgot. Just tell me, I'm going to remember. I'm like that with if you tell me something that you need me to remember, I'm going to remember it. That's just how it is. But I tell people, do what works for you and yours, right? Don't let nobody outside of your connection mess up your connection. Evening from Oregon, blessing. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, don't let people dictate to you how your life should look. Don't let people tell you how you should raise your kids. Don't let people tell you who you should love, what your man or woman should be doing. I like that you really stand for, like, for real, like, let me tell you something. I tell anybody, you don't have to like my husband, but you gonna respect him. Period. You're not gonna walk in our house and be disrespectful. You're not gonna walk in our house and not speak or not acknowledge him. No, we don't play them games. We don't play them games. Thank you. And guess what, Edward? And he will. Because guess what? It is good women out here. But you know what? I tell people, so many people have been hurt. And let me give you guys. Let me give you guys on here. If my brother's still on here that was also asking about a woman and rejection. Let me give you guys a little insight into a woman's life, especially a mother, right? When it comes to women, because let's not get it twisted, men have been hurt just as bad as women. Men have been hurt from past relationships. Men deal with childhood trauma. Men deal with emotional, physical, sexual, mental abuse just like women, right? We all, it's not one-sided. Like we all deal with that, right? So, but let me let y'all into the life of a mother or a single father, right? Single mother or single father, right? Here's the thing. First of all, we already scared to date. When you a single parent, you scared to date because you know why? You don't just have yourself to think about. Now you got to think about the person you bring around your kids. So you're really trying to do a whole screening process and make sure that this person is on the up and up, right? You already got your guard up because you know, man, I can't even afford to mess up because this ain't even about me. It's bigger than me. Now I got a child that I got to look after, right? And then guys, when you come to dating a single mother, guess what? You got to be built for that because the reality is she can't always go when you want to go. She don't always got money for a babysitter. She don't always got people she trusts to even babysit her child. If her child not old enough to watch him or herself, she probably can't go out with you when you want to go. She probably can't take these weekend trips. You know, that don't mean she not into you. And you might think she coming up with an excuse, but that's the reality of a single mother. We don't always have a support system, right? We don't always have people that's willing to watch our child. And the first thing I ask you, what babysit? What you paying me? Where you going? You think if you tell somebody you going out on a date, they gonna watch your child? Oh, you want me to watch your child while you go lay up with so-and-so? You got me. So it's hard. And then you got the child. So imagine this, fellas or ladies. You get to dating somebody, right? They welcome you into their life. If you know you don't have the right intentions, please leave. Do yourself and them a favor and leave. Don't get too connected. Don't spend too much time. You know why? Because then that child gets attached to you. So when you leave that mother or that father, you ain't just leaving them. You leaving that child too. So imagine this. Let me paint this picture. Now you in the life of this child. This child who already missing the other biological parent. This child who already the mother or father is already not in their life. Right? They already not there. Then you come along. They developed a liking to you. They like having you around. They got a bond with you. They vibing with you. Then you ain't around. Do you know how a child? The child already feeling like they wasn't good enough for their own parent to be around. Then now you gone. And the child sitting back like, man, why nobody don't love me? Is this person not around because of me? Yes, I am married. Yes, I am, Joe. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what, so when you run into people that got their guard up, that's why. It's not always personal about you, but it's personal for them. Do that make sense? It's not personal against you, but it's personal for them. Like, they can't afford no fuck ups. Like, they can't afford to keep bringing people in their child life. I feel like I have to apologize. You get what I'm saying? Like, and people don't, and the reason I want to explain that is because a lot of people don't get it. Like, they don't understand. Oh yeah, see, that was me. Like, but here's the thing, even with that, sis, like, do you ever really know though? Let's be real. You never really know. You never really know. Right? Look how many mothers and fathers, look how many women that welcome men into their life and the men then sexually assaulted or killed their child. Yes, you do know. Okay. I'm finna question you on that theory, Dynamite. I'm finna question you on that theory. You said yes, you do know. You waited out. Okay. I'm gonna question you on that theory. Have you been in more than one relationship in your life? Have you been in more than one relationship in your life? I'm finna sip my hot seat. Have you been in more than one relationship in your life? You've been in a serious relationship. Okay. Have you been in more than one? See, because I'm not clarifying serious or not serious. Okay, you have slept around. Okay. So my thing is, we can say we know, but I don't think it's about this. We chance it. We taking a chance. It's a risk. Even when you get married, you can wait and get with somebody for 10 years and they can marry you and start whooping your ass. They can marry you and start sleeping around. If you've ever been in more than one relationship, you can't say you know, because if you knew, then why you getting in relationships? It's all of us that been in some situations where we thought we knew and the shit went totally left. It went totally other than what we expected. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? I'm just going to call a thing and I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. You feel me? I done been there. It's been times when I knew better and I still did it. But guess what? It's been times when I thought I had the answer and I was blindsided like, what? Like, damn, I ain't see this coming. Some shit catches you off guard. This is why I say you don't know. You could say you know, but you don't know, because guess what? When you, let me tell you something. You can be with a person for 15 years and something can happen in their life that trigger everything from their fucking childhood that you never even knew about. Something could snap in them. Something could happen that triggers them, because y'all do know people put stuff in their subconscious. Shit that you don't want to deal with, you put it out of your mind. But at some point in your life, like anything, if you don't deal with it, it will resurface. Do you ever really know? Something could happen, not true. Okay, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm speaking for me and the people I know. You can be with some, because here's the thing. We tell people, let's be real. We tell people what we want them to know. We show them what we want them to see. Period, point blank. You're not meeting nobody at the gate. You're not meeting nobody at the gate telling them everything about your life. You're not meeting nobody at the gate telling them, sharing all your hurts, all your pains, all your brokenness, because you don't want to run them the fuck off. Let's be real, and we're going to call a thing a thing. You're not meeting nobody at the gate telling them all that, because you don't know if they can handle it. You don't even know if they built for it yet. And they not dumping all their stuff on you because they don't want to scare you off. Because we all come with baggage. We all got some past hurts. We all got stuff, whether it's from our childhood, whether it's from past relationships, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's loved ones that we done lost and we trying to figure out how to grieve. We all deal with stuff. And when you come into a relationship, you're not just dumping all that on the person because you don't want to scare them off. Thank you. We all got chapters we don't read out loud. That's the best way to put it, Alexandra. We all got chapters we don't read out loud. Hell, we got chapters. Some of us want to throw the whole damn book away. Let's just be real. Some of us want to throw the whole damn book away. If you have gone through stuff in life, sit down and ask yourself, the person you with now, do they know everything about you? The person that you with now, do they know everything about you? I'm not talking about do they know what you want them to know. No. I'm talking about, do they know everything about you? Yes, we've all heard of shrinks, counseling, therapists, but not everybody utilizes those. Everybody you might, guess what? Because guess what? If somebody was a prime example, I talk to people all the time, and I had a lady just share with me not long ago that she was molested as a child. She never told anybody. People carry hurts with them for a long time. And sometimes they carry them because they don't know who to trust with them. Oh, well, your girl, that's good. But not everybody is in a situation where they can be themselves. You know? Not everybody's in a situation where they can let their guard down because they don't want to be judged. Maybe they embarrassed about some stuff they did. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they shamed by some stuff they did or some stuff that they allowed. So everybody can't be yeah, it is sad. It is sad when you can't be themselves. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of people out here that have said they can't be themselves. Prime example, I posted a question a couple days ago on Facebook. No, it was a video. I posted on here too. To the fellas. I said, who can you call on if you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulder and it's about to fall apart? I said, who can you call on that can get you back? That can get you back on track. Oh yeah, my husband. Oh, we open books. But I'm not speaking for me. I'm talking about other people. I asked that question about men, and 7 out of 10 men told, see what I'm saying? 7 out of 10 men told me they ain't got nobody. And a lot of those men that said nobody, they got wives and partners at home. But they don't got nobody they can talk to. But they got wives and partners at home. Y'all do know it's possible to be in a relationship and feel lonely. You do know it's possible to be in the same house with somebody and feel alone. I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Welcome everybody that's just now getting on. You know, it's a lot of people that's in relationships and they feel alone. A lot of people in relationships think it's not partnership, but guess what? They don't know that. That's all they got. That's all they got. And some people will take what they can get. For some people, they rather have something than nothing at all. So I'm not here to judge. I'm speaking facts to the people that need to hear the facts. Some people, because let's be real, don't nobody want to be alone. Nobody wants to go through life alone. Everybody needs somebody. Thank you. And that's true, Joe. People got to keep it real, but guess what? Some people so used to pretend, but let me tell you something. Some people so used to pretending, and then some people used to not being heard. You know how many people, let me tell you something. You know how many men have tried to go to their partner and express how they was feeling? And women, I'm on y'all again, women. I'm on y'all because we do this. Well, not we, because I don't do this. I've had men that tell me they tried to go to their partner and express how they was feeling. You know what their partner told them? Man up. Man up. You acting like a punk. You acting real feminine. What the fuck does that mean? So is it feminine? Is it only feminine to show, thank you, they act like you weak. Thank you. And what does that mean? What does that mean? When because guess what? If you coming to me as my partner and you telling me, man, babe, this is weighing on me. I'm having a hard time with this. Shit, I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. Whatever I'm doing has stopped and you got my full attention. What's going on? What we need to do? How can we work on this? What we need to fix? I'm engaged because I know that life can be overwhelming. Thank you. Some people, guess what? Some people don't know how to listen without judging. Guess what? Some people don't even know how to just listen to understand. We so quick to listen to respond. We not listening to understand. That's the problem. We listening to respond, but we not listening to understand. I can get on here and say, oh, y'all need to do this. But who am I? I ain't no better than y'all. We've all been there. Just because I might not be there now, don't mean I ain't been there. Don't mean I can't relate. So I'm not going to do that. Thank you. 2 ears and 1 mouth. And guess what? When you in relationships, even though it's good to talk, oftentimes you have to hear what's not being said. I'm going to say that again. Even though it's good to talk in relationships and communication is vital, sometimes you have to hear what's not being said. My husband ain't got to tell me he having a bad day. I can read the vibe. He don't got to tell me nothing going on with him. Neither do my children. Neither do my mother. Neither do my best friend. Neither do my siblings. People that I have that connection with, I know when something is off. I can feel it in their tone, in their vibe. The energy is off. So sometimes you got to hear what's not being said. You got to hear those silent cries. You feel me? You got to hear those silent cries because guess what? Sometimes people going through stuff, they don't want to overwhelm you, so they keep it to themselves. They keep it to themselves. And guess what? If I'm going through something, I don't want to overwhelm you and I keep it to myself. Sometimes it's good. Hey, Coco, sometimes it's good if you could pick up on the fact that something is off with me. Because guess what? Just like parenting, like we holler about relationships, you got to be there for each other. Okay. That applies to parenting too. That applies to every area of your life. So you also need to be able to hear what your kid is not telling you. Your kid is not always comfortable enough to tell you somebody bullying them at school. They're not always comfortable enough to tell you somebody trying to force them to do drugs or have sex or join a game. So you need to be able to pay enough attention to them to know when something is off, when the grades done drop, when the attitude done shifted, when they all of a sudden they closed off and want to be by themselves. You got to be in tune with the people that you say matter in your life. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Queen, do you think it's respectful to ask a young lady, can we both go get checked? Not at all. Not, bro. Let me tell you something. It's not disrespectful at all. Because here's the thing. I'm sorry. It's very respectful. What I mean is not disrespect. It's very respectful. Because here's the thing. When you reach that level where you're going to be engaging in sexual activity, let's be real. You ain't always protecting yourself. And it's worse things than getting somebody pregnant. Hello. So how come we can't? If we reaching that level and we can't go, first of all, we going to be together. We can't go get a checkup together. What type of damn togetherness we going to have? We can't even go get a checkup together. I want to make sure you good, and you should want to know that I'm good. You feel me? So, brother, yes, that's very respectful. Very respectful. That's why people stay guarded. Most black people don't go. You know what, Goldie? Oh, my God. I so hate that about our community and our culture. They don't go to therapy. But guess what? Because they think therapy makes you weak. They think therapy makes you weak. It doesn't. Actually, it takes strength and courage to go to therapy. It takes a strong person to admit that they need help. It takes a strong person to admit, I can't do this all by myself. It takes a strong person to admit, you know what? My way ain't necessarily the right way. Let me go seek help. That takes strength to do. It takes a coward to hide behind brokenness and use it as an excuse. That's what that takes. Have I gotten any help for myself? I'm pretty good at dealing with things. I don't hold stuff in. So I've never been to the point where I needed therapy. I'm good at talking things through. I'm good at anything that has occurred in my life I've dealt with. I face things head on. I don't believe in running. I don't believe in hiding. I believe in facing stuff head on because I know the only way to heal and grow is if you go through it. That's me. So I have shared whatever tears I need to shed. I have done self-reflection. I have removed anything and anyone from my life that disturbed my peace. Oh, yeah. So I do the work. I should still check it out. No, I'm good. I'm good. Because I don't need to pay somebody to tell me about me. I'm good. If I would have ever needed therapy in my life, it would have been when I lost my father 7 years ago. And if that didn't take me to therapy, I'm good. Because he was my best friend. So, yeah. If therapy is not needed for everyone. I'm a spiritual person. So therapy is not needed for everyone. Because believe it or not, some people actually can work out their issues. I didn't have childhood traumas and stuff like that. I loved my childhood. I grew up with both my parents. So, most people go for childhood traumas and stuff like that. Like, I didn't have none of that. So I've been blessed to the fact where, guess what? I grew up with my grandparents and my parents and a very supportive family. Like, I knew I was loved. Like, I've never had a time where I didn't feel loved or wanted or supported or valued. I've never had that in my life. So, and I know that not everybody had that type of dynamic. Like, I grew up in a household where, guess what? I could express how I felt. My parents listened. Maybe that's why I am the way I am with my kids, because that's what was instilled and taught to me. Like, I could ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have deep conversations. That's how I grew up. So luckily, but guess what? I always had somebody to talk to. My parents were my best friends. Like, literally, I'm talked about anything. And I do mean anything. My father was my number one best friend. We talked about any and everything. I don't care what time of day or night. I can call my mama at 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing she getting up for 6 to go to work, and she's going to answer. And I'm going to say, Mom, was you asleep? She going to say, no, I wasn't asleep. And I already know she was asleep. But that's how I grew up. Like, I've never needed an outlet that wasn't there. Never. So I must say, I've been fortunate enough. And like I said, my dad, he's deceased now. He died 7 years ago. He's deceased. But yes, my mother and father, they were always there. And I always had their parents. Like, I grew up with both sets of grandparents. Like when I say grew up with, I mean literally had close relationships with all my grandparents. Not everybody can say that. Yes, that is a blessing. That is a blessing. You know, I grew up. Yeah, he did. That was my best friend. And like I said, if I had ever, if it was ever a time in my life where I felt like I was experiencing something off, you know what I'm saying? Which I know I slipped into depression for like 3 months. I know I slipped into a depression for like 3 months. I didn't want to sleep. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to be bothered. I know I had people around me, but guess what? Them wasn't the people I wanted. I wanted my daddy. I didn't care who was around me. I didn't want them. I wanted my daddy. Until one day I sat up and said, what are you doing? This ain't even you. Like your daddy would be treating your life right now. Cause you wallowing in your pity. So you know what I did that day? I got up, I went to the cemetery and I talked to my father as if he was still sitting in the room with me. And I shed those tears. And as each day and each month and each year went by, it got easier. It's to the point when I reached like 4-5 years, I was to the point where I could have a conversation about him and not cry. I could smile more. You know what I'm saying? It still hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a pain that never goes away. But I've learned how to deal with it and handle those emotions. So that would have been the only time in my life where I would have felt like I was weak and vulnerable enough where I needed some help. But guess what? My mother was there. And you know what my mother kept saying? Do what you need to do for you. Allow yourself to feel those feelings. Grieve how, when, and as long as you need to grieve. Don't let nobody tell you how you supposed to do it. This is your process. You got to go through it. That's it. And that's it. And I was like, I'm around here feeling sad. I got to be strong for my kids because they lost their granddaddy. He was their everything. Like my dad was my kids' everything. You feel me? So I was like, I got to be strong for them. So it's like, no, it's one of them, kick yourself in the behind, get your butt up. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together, put it together as the strong person you are and move on. And that's what I've been doing. Yes. Like literally, like people be like, you know, if you feeling overwhelmed or something, you know, and you might just want somebody to talk to. I mean, I got my husband, I got my kids, I got my mom, I got my best friend, and I still have my father. I can sit in this room right now and talk to my dad. I'm in my office upstairs in my house, and I can have a conversation with my dad like he's sitting here. There's a picture of him I keep right beside my desk. You know what I'm saying? In my office, I got a whole collage I did of him on my wall. That's my motivation. That's part of my motivation. Keeps me grounded, keeps me going, keeps me humble. Because he was a very humble individual. Keeps me humble. Keeps me non-judgmental. Because that was him. He didn't judge. Oh, that's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know, but everybody, you know, and because I hate when people tell people, oh, that's been so. It was a woman on one of my lives talking about she was still grieving from losing her father. And somebody told her to get over it. Now, that's one time I had to get ignorant. After I cursed them out completely, I blocked and removed them. But I had to curse them out first. Because you don't dare tell somebody to get over grieving. How do you deal with family telling me to snap out of my mental sickness and leave my... Let me tell you something. Stay true. I was trying to see if I could see what your name was. Let me tell you something, sis. That's a real one. That's a real one. Because let me tell you something. You know what? I'm finna get deep. I don't want to step on no toes. So I will say this beforehand. If I say anything that comes off, that triggers somebody, I'm sorry, but we finna get deep. Because now this is a deep issue. This is the part of the problem in families. See, a lot of times people will tell you to snap out of it and get over it. No, it is cool for me to block people. Yeah. Everybody has to be heard. I don't have to deal with disrespect from anybody. So that's your approach. But for me, if you come on my page being disrespectful and you offending somebody, no, you gotta go. Cause I want people that's on my platform. If you taking your time out to vibe with me, I want you to be comfortable. So ain't nobody finna come in here and talk to you and make you feel like you less than. So yes, I do block people. You're not finna disrupt my peace. And that's for anybody. They get blocked. You don't got to be here. I don't got to have you here. It's very simple. So I disagree. That maybe that's how you do things, but that's not me. I don't deal with people that try to interrupt my peace. No, peace is priceless. So back to your question, sis, how to deal with family telling you to snap out of it. I'm gonna tell you this. No, here's the thing. I'm sorry, sis. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Joe. Let me tell you something, Joe. People don't have to have my opinions, but guess what? Those people are on my page. So if they don't vibe with what I'm saying, they can exit the live. They don't have to be on here. You get what I'm saying? I go on many lives where I might not know what it's about. I might not vibe with the message, and I politely exit the live. I don't get on here telling them what they should do in their life. I don't get on there calling them stupid. I don't get on there telling people to get over it. I don't do that because that's somebody else's platform. If you don't like how somebody run their house, don't go to their house. We grown. This common sense. If you don't like what somebody does in their house, you don't go to their house. So if somebody come on here, if you tell me you grieving the loss of a family member and somebody come on here and tell you, oh, Joe, you need to get over it. That was a long time ago. Move on with your life. Quit being a punk. Quit being a sucker. I'm not going to let nobody talk to you like that. You may think that it's okay, but I don't think it's okay. So I don't have to welcome or tolerate that. Right? I don't have to welcome or tolerate that. So maybe that works for you. That don't work for me. I want my people to be accepted and feel comfortable. And if they're not gonna do that if somebody talking down to them or making them feel like less than. That don't make you feel comfortable. That don't make you feel welcome. So no, this a public platform, but this is my pride. This is my life that ain't nobody got to get on. See what I'm saying? Thank you. You can't. No. Yes, this the internet. Yes, but I can deal with what I want to deal with. If I don't want nobody coming on here being rude, yes, I'm not gonna let nobody come on here and be rude to my people. No, I'm not. And I'm not gonna go back and forth with you either. So now you gone. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'm not gonna tell nobody how to run their house. Hello, everybody for just joining. And I'm sorry, sis. Let me scroll back to your question. Every time I got ready to answer you, he kept telling me I shouldn't block people. I'm sorry. So now he's blocked. So anyway, how to deal with family telling you to snap. Okay, this is to you. Stay true. Oh, you're welcome, hon. Here is the thing. For you. Deal with what you need to deal with. Don't allow people to tell you how to feel. Okay? Your feelings are yours. Yeah, you're blocked. Like, and that was dumb. Block me so I don't see you. You could have easily exited the line. Like, what? You feel what I'm saying? Like, people, I thought we was grown. Like, but sis, I'm on you. Here's the thing. You don't get over nothing. See, what people fail to realize is the way that you get over it is to deal with it. The way that you get over it is to go through it. Like, you gotta talk about it. You gotta express what you feeling. You gotta stand. You gotta face it head on. Ain't no hiding it. You probably been carrying that thing around your whole life. And now you to the point where, you know what? This weight is too heavy for me to carry. Let me take this baggage off. Let me sit it down. Let me open it up. Let me dissect it. Pull back these layers. Rip out these pages. You know what I'm saying? Get to the root of the problem. You got to go through it in order to grow through it. So family be the worst. But let me tell you something else about family. A lot of times it's telling you to get over because a lot of times they responsible for your hurt. Hello, somebody. And maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. A lot of times the same family that's telling you to get over it is responsible for some of that hurt. If they didn't do it, maybe they knew it was going on. Maybe they know who did it. Maybe they could have stopped it and they didn't. So we gonna call bullshit. When they telling you to get over it, sometimes they part of the fucking problem. And sometimes, sis, you might have to cuss some people the fuck out. I don't know if you curse, but I do. So some people you might have to say, no, fuck you. You get over it. You deal with your life how you want to deal with it and let me handle mine how I want to handle mine. Yes, family will hurt you. Andrew, you know, almost made me throw this water bottle at my phone. And I ain't trying to buy no new phone. Yes, family hurt you worse than a stranger. Because guess what? We don't care about a stranger and what they think and how they feel about us. But family cuts deep. Family hurt cuts deep. So what I'm saying to you, sis, is guess what? Call folk out on their bullshit. Let me tell you something. If Tyrone called himself trying to touch you when you was a child, you tell Tyrone, no, motherfucker, you was a fucking pervert. You tried to do A, B, C, and D. Grandmama, you knew, but you told me to be quiet because you didn't want the church folks to know. Mama, you knew, but you didn't told me not to say nothing because what happened in this, what go on in this house, stay in this house because you didn't want to be embarrassed and you didn't want folks talking about you on your job or you didn't want the family looking at you different. Baby, call folks out on their bullshit. You hear me? Call folks out on their bullshit. Because guess what? Then let's see what they got to say. Everybody telling you to get over it. Get over it. Let it go. That was a long time ago. You was a child. You grown now. Grow up. Just grow up. Right? Baby. What I tell y'all my new phrase was, fuck them people. Cause guess what? If you not, cause here's the thing, for them to tell you, and I don't know your family, so this is no disrespect, but for them to tell you to get over it, that's just like saying, fuck your feelings. Oh, I don't care that it's hurting you. Get over it. I don't care that you feel this way. Get over it. I don't care that you went through this. Get over it. It was a long time ago. Get over it. I don't care that this happened to you. Get over it. No, baby. Ain't no get over it. Oh, I'm going to get over it when we deal with it. How about that? I'm going to get over it. Hello from Ireland. Wow. Hey, I'm going to get over it when we address it. That go your answer right there, sis. The next time you bring up the conversation and somebody tell you, oh my God, I'm tired of hearing about this. Just get over it. Know what you tell them? I'm going to get over it soon as we address it. Because guess what? Until you release that thing, baby, until you release that thing, it's going to hold you. It's going to keep you bound. You're going to have trust issues. You're going to be isolating yourself. You're going to have a guard up. And that same wall that you put up to keep yourself in is going to keep other people out. You're going to keep yourself closed off. You're not going to be open to give or receive love. Because guess what? If I can't trust my family that's supposed to have my back, if I can't trust the people who say they love me, how am I going to trust somebody else? If they don't care about my well-being, how am I going to expect somebody else to care? It affects you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You hear me? Yes, you do all of the above. I'm already knowing because I know. I'm already knowing. Baby, that eats you up. That eats you up. And you got to let it go. Because guess what? You deserve to be happy. You deserve peace. You hear me? You deserve to glow. You hear me? Shine bright like the diamond that you are. And don't let nobody dull that shine. So if that means I got to fall out with the whole family, fuck them people. Hello? Because here's the thing. If you don't care about me, why should I care about you? If you don't care about my feelings, why should I care about sparing y'all feelings and not saying how it is I feel? Let's be real. Let's be real. You gonna hold that in to spare everybody else's feelings, but ain't nobody caring about your feelings? The one person who all the hurt, all the trauma, everything that was done with, the one person who carrying that for the whole family, you supposed to hold that in, baby. Let that out. Let it out. And look, and guess what? And when it start, because here's the thing you got to know. When you start letting it out, oh, baby, it's going to flow like a river. You might start talking about somebody's outfit they wore on one Easter that you didn't like. Look, when you start letting it out, it's going to flow. Everything you ever held in, and auntie, anyway, I don't even like your spaghetti because you don't even put enough sauce in it. You feel me? You going to be talking about everything. You going to be letting it all out. Yes. Cause you got to set yourself free. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, you know why they telling you let it go? Because guess what? They done been through some of the same stuff and they don't even know how to deal with it. Do you know that family hurt is like a cycle that never ends? And it continues because everybody keep keeping it in. Everybody keep keeping it in. They telling you to get over it because they got stuff that they ain't dealt with. They know Uncle Tyrone was a pervert, but guess what? They still let Uncle Tyrone come over. They still let him babysit, right? They still let him be around the kids, and Uncle Tyrone should have had his pervert ass locked up a long time ago. But didn't nobody talk about it in the family. They swept it under the old famous rug. That rug that's now lopsided, that rug that ain't even balanced no more. It's so much shit swept under there, you can't even walk on it. We breaking, come on. We breaking chains and we breaking cycles. You hear me? We cycle breakers up in here. It can start with you. Because guess what? You don't want to pass that same hurt on to your kids. Because if you're not complete in yourself, how you going to give somebody else 100% of you? And you got that stuff still chipping away at you. How? No, baby. You deserve peace. Come on. Why is it a man? Look, Andrew. Damn rug can't even lay flat on the floor no more. We done swept so much up under. You got to walk around the rug. Just pull the rug up. Just pull the rug up. I look like Jazz girlfriend from the Fresh Prince. I hope she was cute. Yes, self-love is the best. And guess what? Self-love for a reason. Can't nobody give it to you but you. Self-love. Because, baby, when I tell you on the other side of that, on the other side of all that pain, oh, she was cute. Well, come on there, Al. Jazz girlfriend, was Jazz girlfriend a man? Don't y'all be trying to do me like that. Because, first of all, sis, I know I'm cute. So, I don't even know nobody tell me, but thank y'all. But, you feel me? Like, for real. Like, yeah, sis, let that go. Let that go. And let it go for you. Because it ain't even about your family. It's about you. It's keeping you blocked. It's keeping you stagnant. It's keeping you stuck. You need to let it go. Because guess what? On the other side of all that pain, baby, you're going to walk into so much greatness. Look, blessings going to overflow. Left and right. You're going to be like, man, I should have done this a long time ago. You're going to be like, I should have done this a long time ago. And I'm going to tell you like I tell anybody that's going through something that asks me a question. If you need some insight, hit my inbox. Hit my inbox. I don't mind answering your questions, dear. You don't have to wait for a live. Hit my inbox. Send me an email. I will answer you. Because I know it's not easy. Trauma bond is tough. Oh, trauma bond is the worst. Y'all know how many people bonded in trauma and they think it's a friendship or a relationship? And it's just they share the same trauma. That's deep. That's deep, Tom. That's deep, but it's very true. It's very true. And because guess what? Let me tell you something, sis. Let me prepare you. When you start to heal, you're going to lose some people. When you start to heal, you're going to lose some people because guess what? You ain't going to have that pain in common no more with a lot of people. Y'all not going to have that same pain in common. So you're going to lose some people. And that's okay. That's okay. You can lose them. Don't even sweat it. But some people flock to you because you know they pain. They see their pain in you. So when that pain is gone, now they can't relate to you. Now you looking different. You glowing different. You're acting different. You're moving different. Then it's going to be, oh, you changed. Oh, you think you this. Oh, you think you that. No, baby, it's called peace. You ought to try it. That's what you tell them. It's called peace. You ought to try it. And when your family come trying to hit, because you know they gonna team up on you, sis. It ain't gonna be no easy conversation. They gonna team up on you. It's gonna be everybody against you. Ask them, ain't y'all tired? When they come hitting you with all kind of stuff, ask them, ain't y'all tired? Tired of what? Tired of pretending. Tired of acting like we perfect. Tired of acting like we got it all together and we falling apart. Yes, when you become, oh, I like that. Oh, come on. When you become fixed, it's separation. Look. Oh, I like that. When you become fixed, it separates you from broken people. Baby, I love that. I love that. Oh, I love that. I love that. But you just got to ask them, like, ain't y'all tired of pretending? Because no matter where you go, you can't run from yourself. Literally. No matter where you go, there you are. Like, you literally can't run from yourself. But some people so used to pretending. First of all, some people done pretended so much, they don't even know what's true no more. They don't even know what's true and what's not anymore. They done pretended for so long, they believe their own BS. They believe their own garbage. Yes. Well, I don't know, Alicia. I haven't been on live for over a week, but I try to get on and talk to my people, and we usually vibe for a couple hours, and I drop my videos. I try to drop a video at least once a day. Thank you so much. I needed to hear this. Thank you for. Oh, no problem. You welcome, hon. Like I said, if you feeling overwhelmed, or if you want to know what to say, how to go about, I told you, reach out to me. I'm on here. I'm not just saying that. When my people going through stuff, I don't want nobody struggling out here trying to figure out how to go to the next level. No, I didn't. Because now remember, I didn't say it was gonna be easy. I said it was gonna be hard. I said you're gonna lose some folks. I said they gonna gang up on you. So when you ready for all of that, you'll know. Because only you know. You have a great vibe and you spill the. Thank you. I try. I'm not trying to get on here and pretend, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm trying to be real. Cause guess what? Life is full of pretenders. Life is full of fakeness. Don't we want some real? Like, I don't want to tune in and spend an hour. I don't even want to spend 5 minutes of my time listening to somebody that's just gonna give me the usual. Well, if it don't work, then let it go, or move on, or pray about it, or do this and do that. No, give me some real. Give me, you feel me? Give me some real. Let me know you done been through some stuff before, right? That's what I'm talking about. Let me know you done been through some stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Willie. Yes, it's about growth. And guess what? The only way we grow is when we deal with those things that hurt us. You literally got to stand in your truth. No matter what that truth look like. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything that makes you, you. You got to stand in that. And when I mean stand in it, I'm not talking about just see the stuff that you want to see. No, you got to stand in it. Be real with yourself. You got to be real. You got to be raw. You got to be like, man, why did I accept this? Why did I allow this? Why was I ever hanging with these people? Why was I around these people? Why? You got to ask yourself some serious questions. Yes. Anything that you do for so long, it becomes the norm, right? So that's all you know. Yeah, fight them. Come on. Fight them demons, because guess what? If you don't take control of them demons going to take control of you. I'm going to say that again. If you don't take control of them demons going to take control of you. They going to run amok in your life. Everything going to be off balance. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be dysfunctional. It's going to be toxic. You're going to be taking 2 steps forward and 4 back. You're going to be wondering, man, why I just can't get no good luck? Why I keep having bad luck, baby? Because you got the deal. Bruh, come on. It starts in, that's always, have y'all ever wondered, you would be surprised how many people, even on this live, or that you come across on a day-to-day basis, who still carrying and dealing with childhood trauma. Yes, you got to deal with it wholeheartedly, because guess what? A little piece ain't gonna do nothing. Pull back all those layers. Get to the infection. You got to get the infection out. You can't put no Band-Aid over it. You got to get the infection out before it spread. You got to get it out. You feel me? You got to get it out. And we got to be willing. And guess what? It's going to be painful. Because guess what? We don't want to lose people. We don't want to let people go. We don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But baby, if it come down to it, whether it's you or them, who you going to choose? Because they going to choose themselves. They not going to choose you. Thank you, Sonia. You got to choose. You get to a point where you have to choose you. Thank you. Thank you. They can't even coexist in the same space. They cannot. Oh, wisdom water. Oh, brother. Brother, you said a lot right there. And guess what? You said childhood abandonment is the root of a lot of people's problems. Guess what? When you hear childhood abandonment, people think, maybe your parents gave you up for adoption. Maybe your grandparents raised you, whatever. What about childhood abandonment when you was in the house with your parents? What about childhood abandonment when your parents was there? Because let's be real. Just because you in the house with somebody don't mean you in the house with somebody. And what I mean, just because you're in the house with somebody, like you're physically present, doesn't mean you're in the house. It doesn't mean you're actively there. Like you there. I see you. But I just see you. What you doing? You here, you occupying space. Right? You here. You occupying space. I see you. So you're physically present. But are you actively involved? So you can feel abandoned and be in the house with somebody. It's just like you could be in a relationship and feel alone. They're the same. You could be in a relationship and feel alone. You know how many kids can't even talk to their parents? You know how many kids on drugs now and their parents don't know? You know how many kids struggling with self-hurt, they cutting themselves, or they being bullied at school and the parents or nobody around them knows because nobody paying no fucking attention? Or everybody's so absorbed and wrapped up in their own life that they haven't taken time out to see what's going on right in front of them? I'm fine, Chantel. How are you? Thank you. Very much so. Neglect. Yes, I agree. I agree. But see, nobody talks about that. See, when you hear abandonment, we feel like just drop them off somewhere. Not there. But sometimes you do more harm when you there and not involved than when you ain't there. Because when you ain't there, it's almost like, well, can I really miss what I never had? If you ain't there, it's like, can I miss what I never had? But then you here and I'm missing you? What the fuck? You right here and I can't talk to you? You right here and you are oblivious to what's going on with me? Oh, bro, y'all look, I got some grown people in here tonight. Come on. A lot of parents going through what they are putting bro, they don't even get it. They don't even get it. I started off asking, let me tell you something. So many people, I'm from Chicago, Chantel. So many people have learned to function in their dysfunction. They have learned to function in their dysfunction. They know it ain't right. They know it's fucked up, but they not willing to do nothing to change it. So guess what? As I travel through this road, I'm going to drag everybody with me. Ready or not, here we come. Ain't nobody going to fix nothing. To be normal. I told my children this. I said, I don't ever want y'all to think that struggle is necessary for success. I told my kids that. I don't ever want you to think that struggle is necessary for success. Because you can get to where you want to in life without having to struggle. But society would have you to think if you don't go through nothing, then that's what builds you up. That's what builds your character. It's other things that build you up. It's other things that build your character. You don't have to struggle. So I was not that parent that told my kids, man, when you get out of high school, you got to go to college. I don't tell my kids that. You know what I told my kids? When high school is over, you have a choice. You're either going to go to school, find a trade, or work. You had a choice. Laying around doing nothing was never an option. You had a choice. See, too many people a lot of parents don't give their kids choices, right? They make them go to school and then they drop out. And then they left with all these student loans that they got to pay back because they didn't finish because they didn't want to go in the first place. Thank you. Come on, brother. You can network with the same. Come on. You know how many people making 6 figures from going to trade school and it took them a year to be certified or 6 months and they made a career out of it? Thank you. Student loans ain't going nowhere. So you put that on a child that didn't even want to go to school in the first place. Is that fair? That's not fair. Like, we have to give them options. Why don't they have choices? Why don't they have choices? Why do they think something is the end all be all and this is the only way and it's only this one option and this is the right way and every other way is wrong? We got to stop doing our kids like that. They have to be able to see the world for what it is and understand there are many options. You got many choices. Come on. Oh, who said it? Who said? Come on. Man, brother. Some of the realest shit I ever read right there. You better off getting a business loan and opening a business because guess what? You can always just go out and there you go. Because guess what? You got a business loan. At some point, you're going to make some type of money in that business. You're going to make some type of money. Yeah. You take out a loan to go to school, to get the skills, to get a job, to pay the loan back. And I just tell mine, I've always wanted mine to understand that, guess what? Once you cross that stage in high school, the choice is yours. The only thing that was not an option was doing nothing. Doing nothing has never been an option. My son decided to go to school. He's an electrical engineer. He graduated from Ole Miss. He is an electrical engineer. That's what he went to school for. That's what he is. My youngest son went to school. He did criminal justice. After 2 years, he decided that was not for him. Guess what? He works and makes very well on his job. My daughter went to school. She's now a sophomore at Clark Atlanta. She's majoring in fashion design. And I already know where her mind going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, college, it can be, especially when you don't want to be there to begin with. Wait, you can do that with a business loan. Yeah, you get a business loan and you go into business. What he's saying is you do better taking that chance on yourself. Get a business loan, investing that money in yourself, your business idea, than taking out a student loan for the school that you might not even finish and you still got to pay back regardless. Oh yeah, and you know what? I agree, and that's sad. Alicia, sometimes that is the only. That's what I mean when I say parents don't give their kids an option. Sometimes that is the choice. Sometimes the parents. Let me tell you something. Sometimes parents have picked out their kids' whole life. They going to school. What school they gonna go to? What they gonna major in? What fraternity or sorority they gonna pledge? They have everything figured out. When they gonna get married? When they gonna have kids? They have their child's life figured out. How is it you got your child life figured out and you ain't even figured out your own damn life? Come on. I have a sister in college and she treated me like a bastard. Yeah, thank you. Who want that's me with it. Who want to work for somebody for the rest of their life? That's me with it. Get out and get your own business. I push that entrepreneur spirit on my kids so much. Self. A penny of your own is worth more than $1 million from somebody else. My daddy told me that all the time. A penny of your own is worth more than $1 million from somebody else, baby. Because guess what? You worked for it. It's you. You was in control of every step of that process. Everybody wanted to look, bro. Everybody wanted to live that Cosby Show life. Found out there's only some folk. They should have found out that's a TV show. You feel me? More realistically, that's a TV show. My energy is out the roof. Thank you. More realistically, that's a TV show. Yes, money make the world go around. It definitely does. Thank you. College, military, Burger King, warehouse, self-employed, best op. There you go. No, I'm not Michelle, but I hope to have her wisdom one day. I'm not Michelle Obama, but I hope to have her wisdom one day. I love that sister. Yeah, it lasts longer. Yeah. Like it definitely. Look, let me tell y'all something. But life is funny like that. Your son went to college and he's stocking. That's what I'm saying. Like, here's the thing. And even though you go, let's be real, y'all. A lot of people have college degrees working at Walmart because they could not find a job in their field when they got out of college. But guess what? They still got bills. They still got to live. They still got to eat. I should be a school counselor. You think so? As I sit here and sip on a high seat. Like, for real. Like, it's a lot of people with degrees that could not get a job in their field. And sometimes those are people we see bagging our groceries. That's just some real stuff. And guess what? And they're probably paying back buku student loans. Can I put this out? Sure. What's that, bro? I'm a Virgo. Wisdom Water 777. I'm a Virgo. I am a Virgo. Yes, many high seats, like for real, many high seats are resigning. Like a lot of these big name companies, you got CEOs stepping down. you know what I'm saying, be making you wonder, okay, like, what's really going on? What's about to happen? What do they know that we don't know, right? That's what you be sitting back wondering, like, okay, what's about to come that we don't know is coming, right? Like, y'all know something. Let us in. Let the small man in on the secret, right? Like, for real. Like, I be paying attention. I be paying attention. Look, let me tell y'all something. That's why I'm big on, I can sit up and I can laugh and joke about anything. Like, I can have a conversation about anything. But I believe that knowledge is valuable. Like, I believe that we can learn so much from each other. You know what I'm saying? When we're not so big at one being above the other, I feel like we can learn so much from each other, because we all got different views. We all got different backgrounds, different upbringings. You know, we from different neighborhoods, different communities, different cities and states. You can learn so much about somebody else. You know, sometimes you come across somebody on social media and they help change your life. Somebody that you don't know from a can of paint. Life is a big school. Hi from New Zealand. Hello. Like, life is a big school. Like, every day it's about living and learning. Like, we should all be trying to do and be better every day. Like, every day that we're blessed with, we should be waking up and we should be trying to figure out a way. What we gonna do today? Hi from Maryland. Hello, Pamela. Like, we should be, every day, we should be trying to figure out how to do and be better people. Thank you so much. Like, we should be trying to do that every day. Like, I don't have to hate somebody just because they think differently from me, or because they look differently from me, or love differently from me. Like, what's that about? That's their life, right? Like, that's their life. I can respect it and I can move on. I shouldn't try to force. I'm never on here trying to force my thoughts on somebody else. I'm never trying to force my views. I'm never trying to force my opinions. That's why I always say my, and for me, and the way I think, and the way I did, and the way. No, if you can learn something from it, if it proves helpful in your life, that's good. If not, maybe it can apply for somebody else. You know, every day. But do you know your mindset shapes your day? The mindset that you start with that morning, it shapes your day. If you get up thinking like, oh man, this is going to be a fucked up day, guess what? You're going to have a messed up day. What do I think of cancel culture? I think that let me tell you something. And this is, like I tell y'all, I think different. Let me tell you something. This is my view on cancel culture. If I don't want to listen to somebody, or I don't want to watch somebody play a sport, or I don't want to watch a certain movie, I just don't have to watch it. I don't need all of y'all on the bandwagon with me to cancel somebody's bread and butter. If I don't want to listen to Mary J. Blige, I just won't listen to her. I don't got to get all of y'all on the bandwagon not to listen to her. If I don't want to watch Tyler Perry movies, or if I don't want to watch Mark Wahlberg movies, guess what? I just cannot watch them. Why do I need all of y'all on the bandwagon with me? I never understood. To me, that's some follow the leader ass shit. I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but that's how I feel. I like how you took a moment to, because I try not to offend. But that's the thing. Like, if I'm feeling some type of way, I feel that way anyway. You agreeing with me ain't gonna change how I feel one way or another. Just like you disagreeing is not gonna change how I feel one way or another. I love Mark Wahlberg. I never needed a crowd. Like, I never needed a crew. I'm okay standing alone. I'm so okay standing alone. Like, for real. I never needed to fit in. I never needed to be with the popular crowd. Like, I was a nerd in high school. I was the nerd. I didn't care. I never cared about none of that. You feel me? Yeah, it's like, do you. You don't want to support somebody? Do your thing. But do everybody else got to feel like that? No. Because that's just like you saying you right and everybody else wrong then. Now everybody got to think like you? Now everybody got to do what you do? No. This ain't kindergarten. We grown. That's how I feel. So no, I don't agree with cancel culture. Leave people alone. And then they be doing cancel culture. They be going way back. Like, people are extra sensitive now when it comes to them or what they believe in. But them be some of the most disrespectful and rude people. Like, they be pulling up stuff from 15, 20 years ago, using it against these people. Now, here's the thing. Speaking words, words are words. Yes, some words can be offensive. Yeah, I get it, right? But if you talk about physically harming somebody, that's different. Physical harm, I'm not for. Violent, I'm not for that. Now, violence when you protecting yourself, I'm all for that. Self-defense, I'm all for that. But if you just out here just doing stupid stuff and you just hurting people, no, that's not, no. Yeah, like, it's not, I love your person. Thank you, conscious. Like, it's not, it don't, to me, life is not that hard. Like, it's simple. If I want to talk to you, I'll talk to you. If I don't, I won't. If I want to go to your party that you invited me to, I'll go. If I don't, I won't. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Red, how you doing? Like, I just feel like life is full of choices and we make them, right? But why do we need a crowd? Like, does you having a crowd behind you make your decision feel more correct? Because y'all could just all be wrong. If you just because you got a crowd behind you don't mean you right. Y'all could just all be wrong. It could be the blind leading the blind. That don't mean you right. So no, I'm not one for cancel culture. Like, do you? Like, I don't need a bandwagon. Think for yourself. Like, I never needed none of that. Like, no. And then, like I said, like, we be quick to use past stuff against people as if people can't grow, as if people can't change, as if people can't evolve. The way somebody thought about something 15 years ago, they may be well educated now. They may have had some personal experiences and they may see stuff totally different now. They may have educated themselves, right? They may have educated themselves and see stuff differently. So am I going to judge them from something 15 years ago? How about this? How about somebody judge us from all the mistakes we made 15 and 20 years ago? How about somebody judge us for the things we did and said 15 and 20 years ago? I'll wait. Because haven't you grown since then? Haven't you matured and evolved since then? Don't you think differently? Thank you. We all, look, let me tell y'all something. We all done said and done some stupid stuff. Guess what? Ignorant, because we was ignorant to a lot of things. I didn't say we was stupid. We was ignorant to a lot of things. We just didn't know. If we didn't know, we didn't know, right? So we might have made stupid comments, right? So you gonna use something I said 10 or 15 years ago against me now when I'm 44 years old. I have a much deeper mindset. My logic is much different. You gonna come pull that out the bag and use that against me now when all I speak about is positivity and growth and love for all? Make that make sense. That don't even apply. But it's like people are not allowed to grow. If you gonna keep holding somebody past against them, why they working so hard to be better? It's almost like a lost cause. It's almost like a lost cause. If you gonna hold everything against us that we've ever said and done, why are we working so hard to be better people? Thank you. Mature, like, come on. You got to give people a chance to grow. You give people a chance to evolve. But we don't do that. It's always, well, and even in our personal lives. You could have had an addiction. You could have struggled with alcoholism or drugs or gambling or whatever. And you could have left that behind. You'll come across people from your past that'll always say, remember when we used to do this? Man, I remember when we used to. Okay, that's what I used to do. I don't need you to remind me of what I used to do. I didn't forget. It was me. Remember, hello? If I used to do it, that means I know because it was me, right? So I don't need you to remind me. So when people come constantly reminding you of how you used to be, the stuff you used to do, leave them people over there because clearly they stuck in the past. So they deserve to stay there. They stuck in the past, so leave them over there. Because when people see you trying to change, people see you trying to do better, baby. If they feel like you outgrowing them, they going to hit you upside the head with your past every time they get. They're going to hit you upside your head every chance they get with the past. You know why? Because people want to see you do good, but they don't never want to see you do better than them. People don't want to see you outgrow them. People don't want to see you outshine them. People don't even want you to outthink them. It's some people listening to my live right now or that will hear my live in a replay. And you know what they'll say? Oh, she thinks she know everything. When I said that? Did I one time say that on here? Or have I included myself in the conversation talking about my mistakes and my struggles? But people will hear this live. Oh, she thinks she know everything. Oh, she one of them. What is one of them? What does that mean? I don't have to think. I know that I'm not the average person. Thank you. I know enough to know that. I know that I think differently. I know, because guess what? I'll take myself to a concert. I've gone to concerts by myself before, and I've had people look at me like, who's she here with? I've taken myself to lunch before. I've gone to a movie by myself. Why? If you can't enjoy your own company, how you going to expect somebody else to want to be around you? We all learning and growing together. That's why I say I'm not on here. I'm not judging. I don't allow it on here. Yes, stand up. Guess what, sis? Why I'm trying to look like everybody else? Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Like, I ain't got no problem. Because I feel like this. I feel like it's very easy to decorate the outside. The pursuit of happiness is so real. Yes, it's very easy to decorate the outside. Guess what? We can put makeup on. We can get our face beat to the gods, as they say. Because I don't wear makeup, so I'm just using their slang. We can get our face beat. We can get our hair fried, dyed, laid to the side. We can go put on our baddest dress. We can put on our 5-6 inch heels. We can have our nails done, our lashes, right? Fellas, y'all can go get that fresh haircut. Y'all get that beard trim. Y'all got that cologne on, smelling good. Y'all got on that nice fitted suit. You got on them nice, them nice square toe shoes. Guess what? Decorating the outside is easy. It's what's in the inside that I care about. See, the outside don't impress me. What you talking about? Can you hold the conversation? How does your brain work? How does your brain work? You feel me? Because guess what? The stuff you got on the outside, that's material things. How does that benefit me? That's your stuff. Your car, your house, your bank account, where you work, your money, that's your stuff. How does that benefit me? It doesn't. So, can you have a conversation? What you think about A, B, C, and D? How your mind work? Are you a yes man? You just gonna go along with everything I say? Or you actually got an opinion? Can we vibe? That's what matters to me. I don't care about what you got. I said from the beginning, I ain't never been that type of female, because I can't be bought. Females like that be impressed by what a man got. To me, you send a message that you got a price tag on your forehead. I can't be bought because I ain't for sale. I don't need your money. I got mine. I'm just saying, like, what we doing? That's just how my mind works. And I've always been, my family used to, when I was growing up, my family used to always say, you different. You just think different. You just different. I used to be like, is they calling me crazy? Like at one point, like I never knew. I'm like, okay, is they low-key calling me crazy? Are they saying I'm off or something wrong with me? But as I got older, I realized I am different. And I'm okay with that. Some people could say I got an old soul. I received that. I am never offended by somebody saying I got an old soul. Because you know what that says to me? Wisdom. Old soul to me says wisdom. That's what it says. So I'm aware I don't think like a lot of females. I don't think like a lot of people in my age group. Any job that I have ever worked outside of my home, I immediately developed a bond with the older women. I'm talking about women that was like my mother age or like at least 10 years my senior. I've always vibed with those type of women. And it's no shade to the females my age. But in the work atmosphere, it just wasn't there. It just was not there. It was always the older women that would be like, you know what, baby? It's just something about you. You got an old soul. And I used to smile. Because I took that as a compliment. And I still do. So people might call me old-fashioned. Oh, thank you. Because old-fashioned, that means I got morals and principles and values. I mean, I know how to respect, and I got loyalty, and I, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that means to me. You know, so it's okay. If you got to stand out from the crowd, stand out. Because guess what? The crowd is too cluttered anyway. Why you want to be with the crowd? It's all congested. You ain't got nowhere to move. Don't you want to be over here where it's free and you got space to be? Be you, your true self. Your granddaddy told me that a few weeks ago. Baby, embrace that. Granddaddy told you, look, when you get older people that tell you that, like your grandparents or elders in the church or people you work with, baby, you let that touch your core. You let that resonate in your spirit, because that's a blessing to be told. You've always been told you weird. That's just because you think different. People always say stuff is weird when they don't understand it. That means you think different. That's all. Because we quick to put a label on something when we don't understand it. Always. Always. We quick to do that when we don't understand something. I'm going to be on here. I got about 25 more minutes with y'all. So anybody got any questions they want to ask? You got any topics y'all want to chime in here real quick? Anything? Any questions? Anything you want to say? You know, anything you've been dealing with, you might need help with. You need some input, little insight. I got about 25 more minutes. So what we talking about? While I sip on this hot tea, because I ain't been drinking. If my baby come in here, she gonna get me. Nope, not the South Side conscious. West side, west side, west side. Yeah, baby. My husband from the South Side. I'm from the West Side, which is the best side. We neighbors. Yes. I love the West Side. I love the Shy. Come on, it's the best side, bro. Like, if anybody say different, they capping, as the young kids say. If they say different, they capping. I be trying to learn all this slang. My kids be trying to keep me hype. You know, I got to keep, oh, you from Wisconsin? Oh, yes. Yeah, we neighbors too. Okay, Wisconsin, Indiana, Michigan, yes. Oh, yeah, we neighbors. We neighbors. Yeah, they capping, sis. And then, you know, the kids put me on that. So I be like, I asked them, I said, now, what does that mean? They be like, Mom, you just can't be out here using stuff you don't know what it mean. I said, does that mean they pretending they front? Well, I just can't say they front. They was like, because capping sound better. You're right. It got a little twist to it. I can get with that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everybody come up here from the city. Yeah. Oregon. All right. But yeah, you know, like I said, I'm a vibe with y'all about 20 more minutes. But what's today? Sunday. So, I would definitely, y'all do know. I do. Well, you know what? I came on today. So I don't know if I'm going to do a mental Monday or maybe I'll do I don't know. If I get on tomorrow, maybe it'll be a mental Monday or a maternal Monday. Or I can, you know, we can talk about, you know, being a mother or being a parent. I don't know. I got to figure it out. But if y'all got suggestions or y'all got topics that y'all want to talk about, you know, anonymously, like you might not want to post them in here. If you got questions you want to just ask me, you know, to be a topic of one of the lives, email it to me. Or put it in my inbox, message me. And that can be the topic of, you know, one of the next lives that's coming up this week. So, being a mother, okay. So that can definitely be. I either do like a mental Monday, how to build with each other. Ooh, conscious, that's a good one, bro. I can get into that real quick. How to build with each other. Here's the thing. We live in a time now where people are slow to repair and quick to replace. I'm going to say that again. We live in a time now where people are slow to repair and quick to replace. So when it comes to building with each other, you first got to have somebody that's willing to build. Because see, not all people willing to build. Some people want a complete project. Some people want the finished project. They don't want to help get the wood and the screws and the hammer, the nails, and do the work. Some people want you after the work has been done. You don't want them people. You want the people that have a vision. You want people that can see the potential, that can see what the future would look like. You don't want somebody that got to have the house and the completed project right in front of them for them to see it. You want somebody that believes in you, because you can't build with nobody that don't believe in you. You can't build with nobody that don't believe in the possibility of y'all building together. And nowadays, the harsh reality is nowadays it's hard to find. It's hard to find. People are coming to the table with the mindset of what they can get, not what they got to offer. Let me say that again. A lot of people coming to the table for what they can get, not what they have to offer. Because guess what? If you making more than me and we put our money together and we got a business idea, why we can't sit down and talk about that business idea? If we both living in an apartment and we both paying $1,000 rent, if we gonna be together and we can't sit down and talk about that business idea. If we both living in an apartment and we both paying $1,000 rent, if we gonna be together and we so far in our relationship, why we can't sit down and talk about, okay, either I move in with you or you move in with me, and that $1,000 that could go in savings and that can go towards us investing or into us starting a business for ourselves, so we ain't gotta work for nobody. Mindset. See, everybody say they grown till it's time to be grown. Let's be real. Everybody say they grown. They toss that word around like they toss that love word around. Everybody say they grown till it's time to be grown. You feel me? Everybody. Not everybody has that mindset to build. Some people want what they want. Look, okay, I'm feeling him, but guess what? Like, he ain't even got no car. Like, he don't even make much as me. Like, he ain't even on my level. What does that mean? What does that mean? Do y'all know when I met my husband did not have a car. I was living on the west side of Chicago. He was on the south side. But guess what? And he was working 2 jobs. So I already was attracted to his hustle, right? The fact that, man, I saw how he was with his daughter. So he was a family man. Like, this man was a good father. I liked the driving him. I liked his hustle. So I'm already knowing anytime we was hanging out, guess who was driving, y'all? Me. I would go meet him at his house or I would meet him at work. Then I get in the passenger side and I let him drive. What was harm in that? I had a car. What was the harm in that? What I'm supposed to say? Nah, you can't even pick me up. We ain't going nowhere. Y'all know how childish that is? Do y'all know how materialistic that sounds? That is why to this day, my husband will tell you and anybody else, there is nothing he won't do for me. There is nothing he won't give me because I came in the door with the right mindset. I didn't come in with what I can get. I came in with what we can do together. That has been my mindset from jump. That's been my mindset. So he didn't have a car. He was working 2 jobs. So guess what? Yes, I saw him. Come on. There it is. I couldn't have said it better. I saw him. Not the material things he had. I saw him. You feel me? Because what's a car? Well, we could have took if I didn't have a car, we could, because here's the thing. Women will look down on a man for not having a car. But then what if you ain't got no car? He's shallow if he look down on you for not having a car, but you gonna judge him for not having one. You'll look down on him if he not living according to your standards, but then you ain't even got a place of your own. Like, how do you feel like you deserve more than you bring to the table? Ain't no such thing as luxury without expense. Because you wouldn't even check off your own checklist. You judging him by the list you got, and you don't even make the list. You don't even make the cut. So if he used that same list against you, you wouldn't qualify either. But see, that's real conversation don't nobody want to have. Nobody wants to have a real conversation. Nobody wants to have a real conversation though. Thank you. Help them get to where they trying to get to. So you think a man needs a woman that's going to tell him what he ain't got and what he ain't doing as if he don't already fucking know? Just like a woman don't need a man telling her what she ain't got and what she need to get like she don't know. Grown folks know what they need to do. They don't need you to tell them. You either gonna believe in me enough and allow me to do things my way. You gonna step in. You gonna help me get to where I'm trying to get to, or you can step aside. They not your child. Because here's the thing, women, I'm on y'all again since we talking about it, the whole car situation. Women, this going into tomorrow, and yes, tomorrow I am talking about women. I'm talking about it tomorrow. Women will judge a man by what he ain't got, call him a deadbeat if he make a certain amount of money. But guess what? They'll raise a son that ain't doing shit. But they love him because that's their son. Hello, I probably stepped on some toes. I don't care. You will talk about how a man ain't shit, but yet your son, grown as hell, living in your house, he don't work, he smoke weed all day, he sit up and play the fucking video game, and he bring bitches in and out of your house, and he don't help you with no bills. But that's your son and you love him. And that's your ain't shit son, but you raise him to not be shit, so he don't qualify as a deadbeat man. How come he don't? Just because he your son, that mean he a deadbeat to somebody else. Oh, yeah, I ain't say nothing about nobody who did. No. Yeah, like, ain't nothing wrong riding the bus. No, I'm saying, here's the thing. You can meet somebody, what if they just lost their job? What if they going on interviews trying to get another job? See, it's a difference in being a deadbeat. You could not work. You could have just got laid off. You could have just lost your job. You know what I'm saying? You could have left one job because you pursuing another career. Do that make you a deadbeat? You might not have a job at this moment, at this very moment, right now, this Sunday. But what if you start working Wednesday? Making 2 times as much as you was making at the last job, but I didn't give you a chance because when I met you, you wasn't working. See, we don't ask questions. Women, we don't ask questions. We assume and we jump to conclusions. Thank you. Accountability. Because I can say, oh, well, he don't even work. So if you ask a man where he work at and he say, oh, well, I'm in between jobs right now. You don't go deeper and say, oh, okay, well, what is it that you want to do? See, these are the kind of fucking conversations I have. I'm not just going, oh, you're not working? Oh, okay. Some women, they'll be in. If you tell me something like that, oh, okay, what is that you like to do? What's your field? What's your interest? You know, what was your last job? You thinking about doing that again? Or you thinking about going into business for yourself? You know, what's your plan? What's your goals? See, I had conversation. Y'all gonna keep missing y'all blessing and blocking y'all blessing by being simple-minded. Grown folk do grown folk shit. Grown folk have grown folk conversation. I must be married. Indeed, I am. What gave it away? What gave it away? When they say that they don't work nowhere, but guess what? You know how many times I've said I'm in between jobs because guess what? I may have just quit one job and I might start another job this week. I'm still in between jobs, so I disagree with that statement. I've said those words. I've said, oh, I'm in between jobs. I don't work right now. That don't mean I didn't have nothing lined up. Yeah. Thank you. Because they don't just come out and say, I don't work. They'll say, oh, I'm in between jobs. I'm in between jobs at the moment. So what if somebody judged me by saying that? What if somebody left their job to start a business for themselves? I'm going to down him because he don't work right now? Nope. Do y'all know it's been times I may have just met my husband and my husband may have lost a job or may have been in between jobs for like a week or 2 or a month. You think I'm going to write him off? I would have blocked my blessing. I would have missed my blessing. What if I had to judge him for not having a car? I would have missed my blessing. Come on, a man with a plan, sis, baby, snaps. A man with a plan is powerful. A man with a plan is dangerous. You hear me? Because it's already up here. He already know. A man with a plan that can sit down and verbally tell you, that's why you ask. What's your plan? What's your purpose? What's your goals? You ask. And if they can articulate that to you, you know they done thought about it. Because thoughts become words, right or wrong. Thoughts become words. Says you probably ain't even got to buy him no lawnmower. Shit, he probably already got one. And that's the thing. Just because his job may have ended, he might got hustles out here. He might cut hair. Maybe that wasn't his primary job. So maybe he don't talk about that. Maybe he consider that a side hustle. Maybe he do carpentry. Maybe he do landscaping. But maybe that wasn't his primary source of income. So when you ask him, he say, I don't work right now. Thank you. Thoughts become words. Words become actions. If somebody can articulate to you their plan, baby, they thought about it. They done laid it out in their mind. The steps they need to take, what they gonna do. You know how many people missed out on their blessing because they acted, they didn't believe. They acted in the right now instead of the potential. Because here's the thing. Let's be real. Okay, ladies. Because we do that a lot. So, okay. Okay. What if the men judged us the way we judge them? What if they said, well, how many kids you got? Oh, well, I got two. Oh, okay. They got the same father. No. What if he judged you because of that? Yes, very few women talk positive about men. Guess what? That's why this ain't the place for it. I love my brothers. You feel me? I'm gonna uplift my brothers just like I uplift my sisters. This is an even playing field over here. Yeah. But what? Because guess what? What if we were judged by the same eyes we use to judge everybody else? Where would we be? Would people be so welcoming and so loving of us? What if they judged us the same way we judge them? What if they used those same judgmental eyes? You know, the eyes that we use to judge everybody else and everything around us. What if people use them eyes against us? Will we be in a position we in? Will we like how that felt? I just believe in giving grace. Yes, we live by our choices. I agree. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We live by them. Yes, we do. We do. We live by our choices. And I just believe in giving grace because guess what? I done fucked up. I done some things that wasn't right. I done said some things that wasn't right. I probably done hurt some people's feelings. Somebody gave me grace. I got second chances. So why I can't bestow that same, why I can't give somebody else that same grace, that same mercy? Do I got to hold everything everybody do against them? No. Can I be forgiven? Can I give people a second chance? Can I look past the surface and see the person? Can I get past the material and see the inside? It's definitely somebody for everybody. I agree. I agree. You know, and the thing is this. What's that? Stallion Mustang. I hope I'm saying it right. The thing is this. It's somebody for everybody. I believe that. And then guess what? That somebody can also be what you make it. Because guess what? Sometimes you ever come across somebody that wouldn't even be your normal person. Like say you got a thing for tall, dark guys. And you come across somebody that's short and light. And y'all just vibe. And you start feeling this person. And this really ain't even somebody you would have normally dated. But y'all just connect and it's just good. You feel me? Sometimes it's just what it is. Sometimes it's just what it is. It may be who you need. Exactly. Because guess what? Sometimes what we set for ourselves and what we think we want, okay, sometimes what we say we want ain't what we need. Sometimes what we say we want ain't what we need. And sometimes what we say we want ain't what we deserve. Sometimes we are not deserving of the stuff we want. And sometimes we deserve better. That's just it. Sometimes we are not deserving of what we want, and sometimes we deserve better. It go both ways. That's it. Sometimes we be out here praying for stuff, and we should be praying for stuff on a whole nother level, but we keep ourselves right here when we should be praying up here. Sometimes we praying, look, y'all, I'm finna get deep with y'all. Sometimes we sitting up praying, man, Lord, let me get this promotion on this job. I done trained these folks. They done came in. I done trained these people. They done gave these people this spot that I was hoping for. Sometimes that's the way of showing you it's time for you to move around. Sometimes the promotion is you promoting yourself up out of there. Instead of in these relationships praying that this man and this woman gonna act right, and you done gave them umpteen chances and they just don't get it. Sometimes that prayer is answered when you just leave altogether. Sometimes life gets uncomfortable so we can move around. Because if it's comfortable, you gonna stay. So sometimes it gotta be made uncomfortable for you to move around. Because you ain't gonna move no other way. Come on now. Sometimes it gets uncomfortable because it's time for you to move around. You done got too comfortable. You done got lax. It feel too good for you. Too good to you. And even if it don't feel good to you, you scared to move because you know what to expect. Well, he ain't shit. She ain't shit. But hell, at least I know what to expect. I know they ain't no good for me, but I know what to expect. At least I know what I'm dealing with over here. If I leave this, I don't know what to expect over there. No, baby, change your mindset. I want y'all to think increase. Think greater. You feel me? Think greater. Think increase. And let me tell y'all something. For those that own businesses, stop saying small business. Stop saying small business. Because, baby, you know what that says to me? When you say small business, that means you think it's small. Say business. I'm a business owner. You ain't got to be no small business owner. Because guess what? Everything starts small. Who don't know that? So you don't have to identify with the word small. You a business owner. And let me tell you something. Nothing to fear but fear itself, stallion. I think this might be one of your first times on my live. Let me tell you how I broke down fear a couple weeks ago on my live. Because somebody kept saying they was bound by fear. And they fear. Know what fear is to me? Listen to me good. Fear. The F is for false. The E is for evidence. The A is for appearing, and the R is for real. False evidence appearing real. And guess what? We know false evidence don't even exist, right? Because how's it evidence if it's false? That means it ain't real. It don't exist. So to me, fear is false evidence appearing real. It's non-existent. It's in here. It's in here. It's mental. It's mental. False evidence appearing real. There it is. That's my definition of fear. That's it. Because on the other side of everything that you think you're afraid of is everything you ever wanted. Okay, Westside. Look, bro. Don't get me throwing up the W's up in this joint. Don't get me throwing up the W's. You know what I'm saying? Fear. I have a YouTube. I do. Look, I have a YouTube. I have Patreon. I have my podcast. I just set up a Mommionaire page on YouTube. On Facebook. It's on Instagram. What about anxiety? Now, the thing with anxiety, sometimes it's our own thoughts. It's our own thoughts that have us overwhelmed. And a lot of times we worried about stuff that ain't gonna never happen. Anxiety. A lot of times we worrying about stuff that ain't gonna never happen. And we let all those thoughts run together. Now we having panic attacks and we can't breathe and we anxious and we nervous and we just slip back into that hole. Yeah, our thoughts. Too many thoughts can cloud your judgment because guess what? What eyes are you using to see? Are you using clear eyes or are you using those hurt eyes? Are you looking at a situation through pain? Are you looking at it from past trauma? Or are you looking at it through clear eyes, the here and now? What vision are you using? Because with anything you approach, you should be using a clear mind. You can't approach situation judging from past hurts and past traumas because guess what? It's only going to bring about more pain. If it's not that situation, it shouldn't be viewed at from that same standpoint. We just can't. Just can't. And yes, anxiety is real. Depression is real. Oh, see what I'm saying? And guess what? And that's your anxiety. And there it is. See, and you know your trigger point. You know what it stems from. And baby, that got to be hard. That got to be hard. And have you ever talked to somebody about that, or have you ever talked to that person and let that person know how what they did affected you? Like, have you told that individual how you witnessing them do that, how it scarred you for life? Have you told them? Because maybe sometimes verbalizing that, I think that's sometimes a part of our healing, being verbal about it. What about past experience? God is anointing your spirit and talking. Hey, I receive it. I receive it. What about experience? What I say about past experience is this. You have to deal with it. Because guess what? Anything in life that you do not deal with that has a hold on you will continue to keep you bound. It will continue to keep you bound. If you got past hurts, if you got unresolved issues from relationships, if you got, family issues, whatever, you got to deal with it. I didn't say it's your fault, right? But you got to deal with it. If it's weighing on you, it's on you to address it and correct it. It is. And she passed away when I was 12. I've been through counseling and I take. Okay. It is. And that's heavy. First of all, I couldn't even imagine. Like, I know how I feel losing my father 7 years ago, and I was grown. You know what I'm saying? I was 37 years old almost. So I know how I felt. So as a child, I couldn't even begin to imagine. But you know what? This is what I want you to do. I don't know if you right, Lily. I don't know if you right. Let me go. Okay, sis. I don't know if you right, but here's the thing. If you got a journal or notebook, it can be like a little 99-cent school notebook. It can be, because your girl, I love to write. Look. I got books everywhere. It can be a little handheld book. But what I want you to do when you feeling overwhelmed, yes, put it in God's hands, continue to pray. But this I want you to do also. It can be something as small as this. Get you a little book. Write down your feelings. If you start feeling overwhelmed, you start feeling anxious, write that stuff down. And when you write, what I want you to do when you first get this book, this is the first thing I want you to write. The first thing I want you to write. Write about that day. That moment, which is the reason why you deal with the anxiety now. Write about that moment. Write the person's name. Write where you was. And write what happened. And then when you in there, I want you to say how you feel. Write how it has affected you. Write how it makes you not trust people. Write how it makes you, afraid of whatever. How it makes you view life. Write all of that down. Because believe it or not, a lot of times when we can't say how we feel, we write it and it feels just as good. Because you still releasing it. You still getting it out. Yeah. How do you cope with stress? Me personally, this gonna sound real crazy, bro. And I know, because my thought process is different. I deal with it. Like, how do I cope with stress? I deal with the root of that stress. Like, if I'm stressed out because I feel like somebody did me wrong, guess what? I'm on your phone like, look, let me tell you something. I don't know what woo-woo, this, that, and the other, but guess what? When this is how I felt. When you said this, I felt like this. When you said that, I felt like that. Oh, wow, nobody never told me that I would try. Thank you. Guess what, boo? You know why they're not going to tell you? Look, I'm not big on medicine. I know that sometimes it's needed for certain things, but I'm not big on it because I believe that everything we need is already here. Like, I know a therapist's job, they there to treat you and they're going to give you medication. But I've learned when it comes to medication, it does just enough to keep us coming back. I've learned that. So I've never been one, especially when treat the mind, I've never been one big on that because I've seen how it makes some people zombies. It just does numbers on people. And I've seen it like personally in my family, like it does numbers on people. So I'm surprised nobody has told you to write. Like that's usually the first thing you hear. If you can't speak about, even though you have a therapist, like write it out. Cause guess what? You're not going to call that therapist all times, day and night. You might see your therapist once a week or a couple times a month, right? You got feelings every day. So the easiest thing to do is get you a notebook, write down how you feeling. Okay, when you had those triggers, go even further. Where were you when you got triggered? Was it a sight? Was it a sound? Was it a smell? Was it a place? Was it a person? Was it a movie? Was it a commercial? Something that triggered you to start feeling like you was finna have a panic or anxiety attack? Write down those triggers because guess what? You know that stuff that it might hold a meaning. It might hold a deeper meaning. That might be stuff I need to work through. That might be stuff I need to avoid. Like you got to write down that stuff because how you going to know? You can't remember all that. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know me from a can of paint, right? And I could tell you that. But because to me, that's just logical stuff. Like that would be the first thing I would tell somebody. Write it down because you might be going through something, even if I'm your therapist or your counselor. You might not can reach me 24/7. You might be having a breakdown at 2:30 in the morning. I'm at home sleep with my phone on Do Not Disturb. How the hell you gonna reach me? How am I going to help you if you can't reach me? Ain't that what therapy about? You need somebody that's available to help talk you through your problems, right? You need a book, sis. Get you a journal. Get you a journal. And if you ain't got now or don't know where to get now from, inbox me your mailing address and I will send you one. I will go on Amazon and order you one and send it to you tonight. You need one. Yes. It is so soothing. It's so soothing. And it will get that stuff, all that stuff you holding in. Because here's another thing with therapy. You only got so many sessions. You only going to talk about so much stuff. What if I got a whole lot I need to get off my chest? What if we touched on one thing and I got 10 more I want to talk to you about today that's eating me alive, that's weighing on me, that might not have nothing to do with what we talking about? I need to get that shit out of me. You feel me? You need to get it out. Man, let me tell you something. When I tell y'all I got no books, look, I'm sitting at my desk. Here go 1. Here go 2. Here go 3. Here go 4. Here go 5. I just pulled out 5 notebooks. And guess what? 1 is for my Mommionaire when I do my podcast. 1 is for when I do my stocks. 1 is for when I be trying to give people tips on different stuff for credit. I went to a credit boot camp for a week and I took good notes. I be telling y'all, when I want to know about stuff, how to improve stuff in my life, I'm not paying nobody to do that for me. I'll pay for a course or a class or whatever I need to do, and I'm going to attend. I'm going to take my notes and I'm going to apply it myself. I'm not going to pay you to do nothing for me. I want to know how to do it myself, because guess what? What if I need to do it again? I'm not going to pay you more than once. I can take notes, figure out how to do it myself, so if it come around, I can help somebody else. Man, there it is. Because I definitely was going to tell her, when you done writing, go back and read it. And guess what? Allow yourself to feel those feelings. Cry those tears that you've been holding on because you feel like you got to be strong for everybody around you. Allow yourself to feel what you feel, because sometimes we have survivor's remorse. We done lost people. We feel bad that we still here. Guess what? Ain't nothing we can do about that. I felt like that when I lost my daddy. I'm like, why him? Why my daddy had to go? My daddy was such a great person. Why you take him from me? Like, I felt all type of ways. You feel me? Thank you. Thank you, sis. Like, I felt all type of ways. So you going to have a lot of emotions. I'm telling you to allow yourself to ride that emotional roller coaster. Allow yourself to ride it. And guess what? When you ready to get off, you get off. Grieve in your way. Because let me tell you something. Don't let nobody tell you about grief, because grief is lifelong. Grief is never ending. That's a pain that never goes away. But you have to allow yourself to feel all of those emotions, because that's the only way you're going to grow. We tell ourselves, oh, we okay. I'm good. I got this. And we be dying inside. We be smiling, but we dying inside. No, you don't got to wear no fake smile. Feel how you feel. If you need to cut your phone off, put it on Do Not Disturb. You don't need no outside distractions. You don't need no bad influences. You don't need no negativity, right? If people can't understand why you need time to yourself, what I say, fuck them people. You ain't got to explain to nobody why you need time to yourself. You don't got to explain to nobody why you ain't coming around. I'm working on me. I need you to respect that. You still grieving. Guess what? It was 30 years and you still grieving. It's been 7 for my daddy. Nowhere compared to 30. And I still remember every detail, from his death to the funeral to the burial. I remember every detail. You hear me? Every single one. It's lifelong. It never goes anywhere, because guess what? Birthdays come around. Female Malcolm X. Look, I received that one because Malcolm was my boy. I received that one. You know, you got holidays coming around, so I know it's hard for you. You know? So, yeah, I'm sending a big hug to everybody this holiday season. If you got issues with your loved ones, you done lost loved ones, you know, the family not talking, your friends are estranged, you might be alone, might not be surrounded by family, might not have support. I'm sending you a big love this holiday season, a big hug. And guess what? I'm going to go live on Christmas, because most of my family will be here. My mom, my oldest son and his family, my oldest nephew who I raised and his wife, they'll be here. My daughter is already here from school. Only person I'm missing is my younger son, and he couldn't get off. That's the only person I'm missing. Everybody else will be here. So I am definitely going to go live. Oh, 7 months since your mom passed. Oh, yeah. And see, you know what? I always get like, it's emotional all the time, right? But when it come up to like they birthdays, holidays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, that's when it hits you the hardest, because you realize Man, here go another holiday and they ain't here. That's how I feel. You're a strong woman. Thank you so much. But sis, guess what? It took work. It took work to get to this point. I feel like I was always strong, but I was not as strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always a thinker, but now my thought process is just on a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's deep. But I send y'all love this holiday season. I send y'all blessings. I'm gonna get back on tomorrow and I'm gonna really talk about my women. Now look, I love y'all. Don't be deleting me and removing yourself as a follower because y'all feel like I'm gonna go in tomorrow. Tomorrow they want to talk about the women. Well, guess what? I'm gonna make it a double thing. Maybe how about tomorrow just gonna be about parenting? I started off today on that, parents owing their kids an apology. So maybe tomorrow we're going to talk about mothers and things that mothers struggle with. And we also going to talk about fathers. Now, I'm not a father, but I'm pretty sure some of the men will be on there and they can give me some feedback. You know what I'm saying? My little sister was 12 when she passed. Yeah, see, I lost my dad to cancer too. I did. I lost my dad to cancer too. And it just does something to you. I can listen to you talk all day. You inspire. Thank you so much. And see, that's why I did my podcast. I had it before, but then it kind of went inactive because I got to doing so much other stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me put my podcast back up because I got stuff people might need to hear. So, yeah. I mean, but here's the thing. We got to realize none of us have everything, but we all have something. We gotta remember that. None of us have everything, but we all have something that we can offer. Something that's valuable, something that makes us unique, something that makes us stand out. So to those of you that's operating in fear or, you afraid to take risks, you're afraid of rejection, you don't know how people gonna receive you. If you got a skill, if you got a hustle, if you got a passion, a desire, a dream, sewing, cooking, baking, designing, writing, telling jokes, dressing, modeling, singing, whatever, baby, pursue your passion. Pursue your passion. I don't care if you got to start small and you start from where you are right now. It don't take $1 million. We think it takes so much to put our ideas out here. It really don't. It really don't. You would be surprised. So maybe tomorrow I incorporate that. Well, tomorrow or Wednesday, maybe I'll get into, talking about business and how I, do my shirts and stuff and my designs. Because I'm not paying nobody to design nothing for me. I got an idea. I take it and I run with it. Like this, one of my hoodies. Yeah, it's on my website. Like, I design my stuff. I got all kind of stuff in here. Hats I done. This is my logo. This is one of my hats. That's my logo that I got trademarked. You feel me? Like, I got all kind of stuff. I got bags. I did hats with bags to match. I got all kind of stuff. If it's an idea I got, and I know sometimes my kids be like, Mama be all over the place. I do. Because if it's in here, I got to get it out. Like, I can write it on paper, but if I'm constantly looking at it, I got to get it out. It's going to eat at me like it was on my mind to write a book. I was not satisfied until I wrote my book. And when I wrote my book, I designed this cover. I wrote my book. I edited it and I self-published my book. And that low, thank you. You know what? Let me tell you something. People don't even really get it. They look at this and they see a crown, right? It's an M. My last name. You see, they see the crown in there, but this is an M. People don't even really get it. That's an M. And my book, I did this cover. People was like, well, why you got an upside down hand? No, what it is the hand is extended, like you're reaching for help, right? You see the hole in the hand that has a heart in it, right? You're reaching for help, but all the people that say they love you, nowhere to be found. Not enough to count. That's the purpose of the book. I put thought into my designs. I put thought into that. It's a hand. The hand is extended for help, and all those people that say they got you, they know where to be found. That's why the love is the empty spot in the hand. It was a concept. Look, it's a method to my madness, y'all. I ain't just out here just doing stuff. It's thought behind it. You in the process of your book? Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Look, I encourage anybody. Look, Do what it is that you feel you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. Don't be waiting on your family and your friends to support you, because guess what? They don't have to understand your vision. It was given to you. It wasn't given to them. They're not going to understand it. They might not support it. That don't mean you should stop. That don't mean you should stop. So, I'm signing out. Until next time, love you guys. Thank you so much for spending these last couple hours with me. I will get on tomorrow. We're going to talk about a few things. I'll try to get on around 5-ish, to have a little more time. Maybe do like a 5 to 8. We'll have a little more time. Maybe even 4-ish. But, you guys have a good night. And don't forget, like I told you guys, if you ever need help with something, you stuck, you feeling like you in a bad situation, you need somebody to talk to, hit my inbox. Send me an email. If you click my link tree, everything that has to do with me, from Facebook, Instagram, email, everything is there. You have a lot of ways to reach me. In any of those inboxes or through email, you have ways to reach me. So, till next time, you guys have a great night.